Drop a bomb, 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 bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Ooh, look at that.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy.
You're too look at that.
None can compare with the KG Don. Better take cover when he drops that.
Bomb, bomb,
Going on reckless, just it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
Bomb, bomb, bomb. I said drop a bomb, Dad.
Yes, sir. We are back in the building once again. Wait, hold up. My voice is back. Big up to everybody who's watching the stream right now. KG's Reckless Sport. KG's not here tonight. You're here with myself, Roland. We got Riri, as always, in the building, coming through. As always, the rest of the panel will be coming through. You know the guys, they come through late all the time. Make sure you're hitting the like button and subscribe button as well if you're new, if you're on the channel on YouTube. As soon as you come in, people, make sure you're hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. We need to get these numbers up, especially on these NBA streams. Game 5, NBA Finals tonight. It's 2-2 in the series, back in Oklahoma City. Can OKC take the lead in this series, or are the Pacers going to steal another one on the road, take it back to the crib, and potentially have another closeout in this series? Let's see. Riri, how you feeling, sis? What's your thoughts towards the game? What do you think's gonna happen?
It's gonna be a very competitive game tonight. I can feel it. I think both teams know that if they slip, it's over. So both teams are gonna try to keep it as close as possible. I mean, for the last 4 games, there hasn't been like this big crazy lead by any of the teams. You know what I mean? For the most part, it's been like the most, I want to say it's like what, a 10-point. I didn't get to see game 2, but for me,
game 2 was a blowout. Game 2
right,
was a blowout.
Right. Yeah, but the other games that I've seen, like it's been 10 points or less. Any either team has led. It hasn't been like crazy leads. So I feel like it's gonna be competitive. I feel like it's gonna go down again to the fourth quarter, and it's whoever could pull that trigger, in those final minutes, is who's gonna win this game tonight. So
yeah, for sure, I agree, because apart from game 2, big up to Josh. He said game 2 is a blowout. That was the only game where OKC was doing the regular stuff that we've seen them do across this whole season, but. All the other games have been very close. Like it's really been about who's shutting down the team's best player. So on the Pacers side, they have tried to shut down Shea. Shea's a really good player. He can get his at any moment, but he hasn't been as strong, I would say, except for this last game where in that final quarter he scored 15 or 14.
He stepped up in that fourth quarter. Yeah, definitely.
OKC's last.
That whole game, I was like literally saying on the stream, "Yo, where's the MVP?" Like he went hiding for most of the game. So trust me,
we were saying it on the stream. We were just like, "Yo, like he needs to step up because his team needs him in this fourth quarter. Otherwise, they're not going to win this game." And he stepped up. Like fair play to him, right? And then when you look at the Pacers side, like it's been all the others that have really contributed more. So obviously Siakam is one of the major guys on the team, and like he's got the championship experience. He knows what he's doing. But it's guys like Obi Toppin, who's come in and he's been really good. You look at Nembhard, Neesmith.
Yeah, Nembhard had a good game last game.
They've all been good. TJ McConnell coming off the bench and doing what he's been doing, like ultimately those guys have helped, and obviously that's because Tyrese Halliburton being the system and the guy facilitating a lot for his teammates. I think for the Pacers to win this finals, it needs 2 big performances from him in these next 2 games.
Yeah, he went quiet in the fourth quarter in that last game, I think, and I feel like that's what made them lose that game, because he went so quiet. He shot like 2 or 3 air balls in that, and coming on to like the last 3 minutes of the game, and I was like, what's going on? Like, is he tired? Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, definitely. I agree with you on that one. He has to have some big games in order for them to pull this out and actually win the chip. For sure.
Big up to Lightworks. He's saying, all right. Big up to Joe Blackman and said, make sure you like the stream. That's what he said. Follow what Joe Blackman said. When you come through in here, make sure you're hitting the like button. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Raj
man,
saying
for sure.
shout out to Riri as well from Raj.
Raj, big up, man. Yo, y'all
Man,
make sure y'all follow Roland too. You know,
yeah,
Roland
man.
is everything basketball. So
I'm here, man.
please,
Pros Only Sports. Make
Pros
sure you're
Only
hitting that.
Sports, please
Come
go
on,
over there, follow, subscribe. You know, let's get his
big up.
numbers up.
Come on. And Josh saying the Pacers low key choked a 3-1 lead. I agree.
They
That
did.
game
You're
four,
right. You're not
that game
lying.
four,
You're
they
not
they had
lying.
it. The first three
Yeah,
quarters, they had it.
yeah,
Perfect
yeah, yeah.
game. Get to the fourth quarter and they just let it slip away. It was like kind of similar to what happened in game one, if you remember, where OKC had the lead, and then in the fourth quarter, boom, it just changed. It just literally changed on the drop of a dime, and then Tyrese Halliburton wins that game on the game winner.
Yeah,
Same
yeah, yeah.
with OKC, they ran away with it towards the end, and that was it. But it set this thing up perfectly for this game five, because now what kind of OKC team are we gonna see? Are we gonna see them coming out aggressive and then boom, dominate again, or is it gonna be a tighter game where the Pacers keep close with it and then they hit them in the end? Like, we'll see.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, you know what I was saying when this series started, and I've noticed with OKC, because like I said, I've never watched them prior to, doing these watch-alongs and following the, the postseason. Um, if you let them take you out of your game, they win.
Yeah.
And what Indy has done for the most part, because like I said, I didn't watch the second game, so I don't know how that ended up being a blowout. But from what I've seen of Indy is not letting them take them out of their game. Indy does, they do end to end, like they'll run you ragged, like you have to catch them. And OKC likes to play half court basketball, where they set up, they get into their formations, their defensive formations or their offensive formations. So if Indy can continue to do that end to end and not give them, that edge to like actually set themselves and be able to lock them down, I think Indy will have the slight upper hand tonight.
For sure. Let's get into some more of these comments here. Raj saying that he's new to DC, Baltimore. Any open arms are welcome. He said he's made a move from the UK. That's crazy. Well, good luck on that new journey, my bro. OKC will win the series. Last game was poor, says Uriel. Yeah, let's see, man. Like, it's important. Like, it's an important game for them. They're at home. They have to win this game to continue to keep their hopes of a championship alive. Of course, Raj saying the Pacers will win this very hard game. The Pacers need to start strong. I agree with that. Uriel saying that OKC is going to blow them out. There's also a possibility of that. The Pacers going to have a weak start. GC saying go Indiana. Raj saying the only reason I support the Indiana Pacers because India's in its name. Holla at your boy. Young Poppy saying Riri.
What's good, bro? What's good? You out there? You done partying for the night? I mean, still early in Bermuda.
Raj saying I'm a big fan of McConnell. Dude is very good. Yeah, he's been really good off the bench for them, man.
Yeah, he has.
I think it was game 3.
No,
he came off the bench.
JP, man, come through. At least we'll have me, you, and Roland on here trying to do actual basketball stuff.
Hey, bro, my voice was gone. Of course, I was moving mad. You know I had to move mad. My voice was gone, fam. Yo, big up to JP, fam. Oh, man. Lakers fans want the Pacers to win. Hey, let's see.
Well, I don't know about all of that. Lakers fans want the Pacers to win.
Yo, big up JJ in the building. What you saying, my bro?
Hey, what's going on, Roland? How's it going, man? Hey, Steve, Riri, nice to see you again, man.
It's good, JJ. Long time no see, as they say.
Come on. Hey, JJ, what's your thoughts on this game 5, man? Who do you think is going to take the edge in this series? What's your thoughts, bro?
I mean, bro, the beautiful thing about the way we have 7 games, this series of games in most American sport, NBA is all a game of adjustments. Who is able to make the better adjustments, out of the two? I noticed in the game that Oklahoma lost, because coming into the final as the favorite, the best record in the whole NBA conference, as a thing, they couldn't get Shea Gilgeous to score. right? He was very, very limited. And this is the point where I'm going to look, to the coaching staff. What adjustments? I mean, we saw him, he was able to put up, I think, about 30 points and change, last game. What adjustments are they going to make for this game to give their superstar, a way to score? That is one. The second thing for me, for this game, I think OKC's bench has been poor. Right, Auntie Riri here knows. I've been saying it. I watch my favorite start of the game is who is here for cardio tonight, right? And there's been a bunch of people, coming to this show. If I go to the gym during the same time, I'm gonna put up the same amount of points as they did. You understand? They just came for the cardio. They ran up and down, but they ain't putting no points up, right? So that would be on the OKC side, and of course, for the Pacers, it's all about their main man. Their main man, and personally, we know the Mr. Consistent on the team. Siakam has been consistent, very, very consistent. The guy that I'm going to keep looking to that, hey, you want to go from a star to a superstar, you want to be showing that you're one of the superstars of this league, Ali Burton's got to show up. He's got to show up. They've done it before on the OKC floor, which means they can do it again, but the game is going to go through both superstars on both ends. Is it that Ali Burton take the game up? Or the coaches got to help Shea Gillis. They've already shown they can help Ali Burton based on their game plan. I just don't think he's been executing. But on the Shea Gillis side, adjustments got to be made.
Yeah, like the interesting thing that I've found about this whole series is the fact that OKC abandoned the double big lineup. So they the whole playoffs and the whole of this season it's been a double big with Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren. And as soon as the finals came, Cason Wallace comes into the starting lineup. Then in game 4, they changed it back to the double big lineup. So I'm wondering what's it going to be tonight. And it looks like they're going to go double big again.
I mean, I don't blame them. Like historically, the West have always been blessed with bigger men compared to the East. If you look overall in NBA, the big men typically, they leave the East, they come to the West. So they're probably not thinking, maybe they don't think that what has been working in the Western Conference is going to translate, to the East, where they probably can go smaller. I mean, I don't know all of the Pacers players, but they're not that big on the Pacers.
You say that, right? But look, if you look at in the previous series, the Eastern Conference Finals, if you saw the matchups that was happening between Siakam and Karl Anthony Towns, it made me think, they've got some big wings that can actually defend their big guys. And so that's why I think Mark Daigneault, the OKC coach, was a little bit scared to contend with that in the beginning of the series. Then once he had a chance to fill them out, he said, okay, we can go back to our original lineup because I think we figured out what they can do. Yeah. Now they're back to the double big again, and I feel like they found the matchup that they want. Maybe getting a lot more switches onto the smaller players on the Pacers side, but we'll see how it goes in this.
I mean, like Rudy's been saying, right? So if you're gonna move away from your double big, then you cannot slow down the tempo of your offense, right? Because if you're in the double big, we know what that is. That's an half-court setting, calm down. Yes, I know they're not pounding into the middle as they used to do back in the day, but it's a whole bunch of pick and rolls now, right? Pick and roll, switch, right? That's what they've been doing. However, if you're gonna go to a smaller lineup, then you gotta increase the pace because your advantage was the big, the length of those big players. But if that is not there, then you gotta go up and down the court, increase the amount of possessions, and probably be able to put more balls up.
And I don't think if they gotta go end to end, they can outrun Indy.
Outrun them, yeah. This is the thing. That's why I thought they made the adjustment in the first place. It was like they need to run, so bring an extra guard in there so that at least you can help with transition defense. But then they switched it back, and I was a bit confused. And they've decided to stick with the same lineup that they've played throughout the whole of the season. So let's see how it goes. Tip-off is starting very, very soon, people. So make sure you stay locked in. KG's Reckless Sport, Reckless NBA. Hit the like button, subscribe button as well. We can talk about this in a bit as well. Desmond Bane being traded to the Orlando Magic.
We had that conversation briefly on the last watch along on Friday, and briefly.
I mean, it's an interesting trade.
Very interesting. I think it's a shit. For me, it's a shitty trade. I don't know. Orlando. That wasn't a good trade for Orlando.
I think they're gonna be a top 4 team in the East based on this trade. The reason why is because Desmond Bain is a 40% 3-point shooter across his career, and they don't have 3-point shooting in their team.
No, I understand that, but what they had to give up just to get him is crazy.
Mind you, they've built their team through the draft, so they don't really need to do anything anymore. Like, they don't need to hold on to all these picks. It's going to be the same with OKC. They don't need to hold on to all these picks. They're going to have to make some moves to try and continue to be competitive across the course of their run with some of their guys, their main guys. Right. So it's interesting. I think it's a good move. I don't think there's been a lot of overreaction in terms of maybe what they gave up. And then we have to figure out, like, you know, what they're giving up is, like, when teams have picks, it's really about how one team values and what the other team is willing to sell.
Right, of course, of course.
I guess my question to you, though, Roland, on that is, all right, if the Desmond Bain experiment doesn't work out, then what do they go to if they've mortgaged their future on it?
Yo,
I mean, it's interesting, right? Like,
one moment, vibes. The GOAT of the WNBA is Asia Wilson, bro. Y'all need to stop this nonsense. The GOAT of the WNBA is Asia Wilson. Go look her up. Go Google her numbers. That is the GOAT of the WNBA.
Because she's not loud, they don't know her like that. That's the problem. They don't know her jaw like that. She's not loud. But they've got it now.
Vibes is trolling you, Riri. Come on.
Nah, Vibes and I are cool, bro. That's my boy. Like, legit, that's my boy. That's my boy.
Yeah,
but go ahead, guys. I'm sorry. I
mean, the trade, like, I get why people are upset because of what was given up. And to answer your question, bro, I feel like they tried to do this with KCP. They brought in a guy who they felt was a good on-ball defender and can shoot the 3-ball. Mind you, he's a lot older than he was when he won the championship 5 years ago with the Lakers.
That's true.
So you bring in a younger guy, 26 years old, who does exactly the same thing, is probably a little bit better in terms of 3-point shooting across his career. Now let's see if that works. So this is like maybe the second evolution of that. You know,
so let me give it to you another way, right? One of the things I love about the NBA, especially when you have a good GM, for example, Danny Ainge, right? You know the way Danny Ainge goes, and I think, what's the name of the OKC GM? I think Scott something. I forgot his last name, right? When you have those draft pick, are you telling me that they can do their homework and get a good shooter, right? That will put up the ball properly? Compared to losing, because they're not just losing, 4 draft picks. I know it is spaced out over a few years, but isn't that a little bit too much?
Well, they've built their team through the draft. So you're bringing in Banchero, you brought in Wagner, you brought in Jalen Suggs, all through the draft. I think at this point they feel comfortable and say, we are a win now team, if you know what I mean.
I get it.
I feel like they feel like they're a win now team. I feel like last season they struggled. Ooh, Jalen Williams going downhill with the slam. Here we go.
Now, this is where OKC. I think you're ahead of me.
Oh yeah, I'm a little bit ahead, a little bit.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, I think
SGA is at the free throw line.
Is that a free throw line? No, Miles Turner needs to be aggressive tonight. Last game he wasn't aggressive at all. I didn't like it at all. He missed a couple of shots from 3. He wasn't getting inside. I think he was struggling with what we were talking about, this double big lineup where there's a little bit more rim protection for OKC.
Yeah.
So, check with the 3.
And the crazy thing, just to wrap up that Orlando thing real quick, is that they still got to go through Celtics, right? They probably just got to go to the Knicks, right? So it better work out, and it better work out in such a way to, I think you said it's going to make them the fourth best seed.
I think right? Top 4.
Top 4. So they got to go through those teams to make it work. And that is if the Heat doesn't make some changes to what they're doing right now.
Yeah, I'm only saying that based on now. Right now, the teams, the way they're constructed across the East, they're a top 4 team. The Heat could go and get Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, and it becomes a different story. I don't know what New York can do.
Tonio don't want. We had that conversation too. Tonio don't want KD, bro. He's like he doesn't want KD.
I don't know what's wrong with him. Hey, if KD's available and your team
bro, I'm taking him, bro. Are you serious?
You need him,
Roland. Yo, I got time with Tonio. Tonio had some really, really. JJ could tell you he had some.
Hold on, though. Hold on. I actually agree with Antonio this time around on the Knicks taking KD. You know what?
We were the Heat, bro. We're Heat.
Sorry. I mean the Heat taking KD. He's older and more injury prone now.
I don't think. I don't
he's
think.
old. You sure?
Not the older part. Yes, he is.
Yeah,
older.
but
They do need a senior leader. Like all them guys on our team right now are young guys. We don't have a seasoned vet on our team.
I agree.
We really don't.
But will it be there? Because I think the best place to lead, you've got to be on the court to lead, right? So when it really matters, because I do think that, with Spo, Pat Riley at the helm and everything like that, you guys will make it through regular season. That is fine. During the playoffs, is it going to be available and fit during that time? I love KD. Like that's a little shooter. Is it gonna be available? That's my only thing.
That's an anomaly I can't really answer, to be fair. I mean,
so
anything in this sport is can happen, because
that's true.
I don't think anybody saw Jason Tatum.
Of course.
Achilles,
we didn't.
Like, I don't think that was on anybody's bingo card, to be fair.
Yeah, but it's a game of probability. That's all I'm trying to say. Like if you even going into next season, that LeBron will be.
I'm looking at it from the point of view, like I said, we need a veteran on that team, and we need a veteran that's had playoff winning experience.
Of course.
KD has that with Golden State.
Absolutely.
He's been there. He's went to the mountain. He's
absolutely.
And we need that kind of person to tip us over, because we've been to the finals a couple of times with Jimmy, but it fizzled out. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have that person to like push us over that hump. So I feel like a guy like KD would be very beneficial for us.
The reality is that, like, basically the Suns are trying to reclaw what they gave up for KD essentially to bring him in. So it's all about it's whoever. I mean, it's going to be about who's going to give them the best package, because at the end of the day, right now, with the current team that's constructed, they have no draft picks. They don't have any future. So whoever is going to take KD has to give them some young players, some picks, so that they can at least find their way out of the mess that they put themselves into. The Miami Heat looks like an interesting prospect. The reason why is because if you don't give up too much and you bring in KD, it looks like it's going to be a good team. You have to really construct the team to be able to mask some of the things that KD can't do anymore. Like he's not, because now we've seen, you look at these two teams in the finals, both of these teams rely on fast-paced basketball in transition. That's how you're going to win in this league now today.
Of course.
You're not going to win with players that are very high ISO heavy. That's why I'm looking at Russell Westbrook is a good addition. So whoever picks him up, they're going to pick up a really good player that can either start or be on the bench, right? And can come on and provide you a lot of energy defensively and in transition. I don't know if you can just add KD to this and then that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And how much is his contract? Like 54.7 million?
Yeah, his contract is crazy.
And then you're gonna have to extend.
Miami doesn't even roll like that, though. That's the thing.
Pat is a very stingy person.
It's not about.
Whoever signs him is gonna have to extend his contract.
Like, yo,
Pat can be very stingy. Pat can be very.
I think KD's like 37 now, right? Yeah, that's an expensive trade for any team. I mean, unless if you are doing it for an expiring contract, that's about it.
But I
love the guy. That's the thing. But at the end of the day, man, it's not LeBron healthy that I can say, you know what, don't worry. The next 3 years, he's still gonna take care of his body, give him that contract extension.
His knees are his problem, his biggest problem.
Exactly.
He reminds me of Dwayne. I mean, that's basically what made Dwayne eventually say yes, hang up hang up the sneakers because his knees were done. They were out, they were gone.
And I ain't gonna lie to you. All I do is play Saturday soccer, midweek soccer. The way my knees feel right now, I don't. Let alone professional. Like I'm being honest. Like
Listen,
tonight,
I just want to. We have to get a seasoned vet, bro.
bro. I'll be honest with you. I still got my injection to take in both knees tonight before I go to bed. If I don't do that, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
You understand?
For New York, I don't know where he would play for New York. That's the thing. Like, if he goes to New York, where is he playing for New York? Roland, you are a little ways ahead of me. What time are you on, bro?
I'm on like 7:08. Rick Carlisle's going crazy.
Yeah, no, I'm on 7:34. My game just started back.
He thought Nemhard was fouled by Lou Dort, but I don't think it's a foul. There's contact, but yeah. So Rick Carlisle goes mad. He gets a tech, and then it's a free throw as well for OKC. They got a technical free throw, so he's going crazy. They're only down 8. I don't know why he's going mad for.
They're down 8.
They're only down 8.
7.
OKC have come out. Yeah, because he's about to take the free throw. Shea, I think, for you.
Oh, Shea got fouled.
No, it's
that's the technical.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's Caruso downhill. Woo! They're moving crazy right now.
Yeah, but the foul on the other end prior should have been a foul. That was a blocking foul because he was moving. He wasn't stationary. That was a blocking foul. So he has a right to be angry because you're not calling it on
one. Well, look, the refs are showing us exactly what they're doing. They're saying no contact. We're not blowing the whistle, even if there's contact. So it has to be aggressive. You have to adjust.
It's game 5. They typically let them do that because they fill them out now.
They're gonna let it go, which is
I like it. Get your ass up, bro. Like legit, get your ass up.
I like it when the refs let it go. At least we don't have too much stop start.
Mm-hmm.
Free throws all the time. Like, let them play. It's the finals.
A 10-point game. JJ, what time are you at?
Let me check real quick. I'm at 6:27.
Okay, you and I at the same time.
And I actually, for me to be at 6:27, I have to use some stream website like that. Not even my regular cable provider, man.
Yeah. Well, my cable is upstairs. I'm in my basement, so the TV in the basement don't have cable. It just has like apps on it. So I use ESPN down here, and for some reason, ESPN, you would think it would be like live, but it lags.
It lags. So, Roland, I was going to ask you, I was listening to this interview as a podcast by Shannon Fry, one of the, I think he used to play for, I think, Houston, I'm not too sure, or back in the day. He was talking about Yao Ming. Do you think, how do you think Yao Ming's game would have translated to this current NBA?
You know what? I think he would have been fine. The reason why I say that is because he was a very good rim protector. Obviously, we knew because of his size, right? But then I think, like we've now developed the whole kind of point center, somebody that's able to play make. Like, obviously, you see someone like Jokic, who's very, very ball dominant, is able to play. I think we would have seen him be more in that mode, like similar to a Jokic style, where he has the ability to play make for others and bring others into play. I don't think he would have struggled in today's era of basketball, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know if the narrative is that he would, but me personally, I think he would have been fine.
Yeah, they actually think he would have been putting on a lot of buckets, which I also kind of agree to, just because he was one of those. He has one of the softest touch, as a big man. Big men are not known to have good shooting strokes and things like that. Even someone like Dirk Nowitzki, I think even in today's game, of course, the size is crazy, but the way he's gonna be able to shoot, I mean, I hope they won't put a 7'6" player to come and shoot from the 3-point line. But anywhere inside of that arc, I don't see anybody blocking his shot. And
Bro,
today's NBA
that's
player,
currently what Wembanyama does.
Yeah, Wemby is different.
I don't know why. But then nobody's blocking that shot because of
That's
all
currently
the
what
stuff he has
Wemby's
on
been
it.
doing, bro. Wemby's been putting it up from the 3-point line, bro.
Hey,
And Wemby's like what, 7'2", 7'3"?
I think 7'4", 7'5", or something like that.
Yeah, for sure. Wemby's been doing that business since he come into the league.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. Year 3 for him next year.
Yeah.
I wonder what the San Antonio Spurs are gonna do with their team to try and continue this rise.
They really need to build up that team around him, man, for sure.
OKC are struggling with this. Indiana are struggling with this OKC defense.
That's because they're not pushing the ball. Like they're not playing their game. Like they letting OKC dictate the pace. If you let them dictate the pace, you're gonna be in trouble. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they have to. Yeah, you're right. They have to get back to their game. They
gotta get back to the game of running the ball.
Yeah.
It's been stuck on 23-14 for a minute though.
Yeah, sure. For sure. And let's get into some of these comments. Yo, big up to Man Like Vibes. He's saying it's my favorite host, Roland. Yeah, make sure you sub to my channel here, people. It's right here, people. Pros Only Sports. We do a NBA review.
Looks out for you, man.
Vibes is my boy. Vibes is my boy, man. Vibes is my boy. But yeah, we do the NBA Big Free show on Pros Only Sports every Thursday.
Not Big Three, bro. Chino don't ever show up. What you talking about?
I mean, but we do it for Chino anyway, innit? Like he be there sometimes.
Yo,
like that guy's.
It's so funny. Friday night, Chino told KG he was gonna pull up, son. He didn't even send a text message, bro. Didn't even show, bro.
That's why I be on to him so much, bro. I be on to that guy so much. Like, I have to make sure that he's on time, or at least if he's going live, bro. It's crazy, man. But big up to Chino as always. JP saying that, Turner's not been doing. Oh, good block there. Benedict Mathurin with a chase down block.
I ain't reached the block yet, Roland.
He's coming.
I'm still around the corner.
You're gonna see it. He came out of nowhere to get that.
Still around the corner.
Let's see.
Rebound. You can't get the M1 there.
Oh, not bad. I mean, it was all right. But he made up for it.
Uriel saying that KD's not a winner. He just wants to hoop. He'll play. He'll get the stats, but he isn't a warrior. Jamie saying that KD is a plug-and-play player. He can't drag a team. How did he get to the mountain?
I think people forget. Ooh, I just got around the block.
You sort of look.
I think people forget what KD did for that OKC team, I think people it's been so long that I think people forgot that he carried that team. Like, I don't think people remember what he did for OKC. Like, KD was OKC before SGA was OKC. Like, come on, man. Get that man his flowers, bro. Like, come on.
But really, I don't think people forget, though. I think it's more of people just speaking in the present, right? He can't carry a team anymore.
He nearly did.
No, but based on that comment, but seriously though, based on that, KD's a plug and play. He can't drag a team. That comment is what I'm talking about.
I don't agree with that.
That is not. That's why I said what I said about OKC.
Okay.
That comment. That's not.
So let's talk about. Okay. Let's talk about Brooklyn, right? They nearly got to a championship. If his foot wasn't on the line, I think they would have beaten the Bucks and they would have beaten Atlanta and they would have won the title. I think.
Yeah, I agree with that. So. I think that is Jamie, right? What Jamie is saying, if Jamie is speaking in the present, right? In the present, he might be a plug-in player. In the present, like,
but overall,
across his career,
But his whole career, this man, like I always say, so they always say, Steph is the best shooter in terms of shooting volume from 3 point, right? But in a game, I take KD as a shooter where it demoralizes you. It literally. I remember that game. I think it was against Cav in that NBA final. He had two back-to-back three. It was just coming. LeBron was chasing, pull up, and you know the way he does this pull up, boom, down. The next possession, they blocked the ball. He came back again. The same motion, pull up again, same spot. You understand? So can he carry? Has he carried the team? Has he dragged the team? Absolutely. Like they went to the finals against the Lakers. Remember, against Kobe's Lakers, they went to the finals. They gave us a scare. Yes, it ended up being a 4-1 series and stuff like that. But these were the young guns, James Harden, and everybody like that, right?
That's what I was saying, JJ. I was responding to that because how I'm reading that, you're telling me that this man is a plug and play player.
Nah. You gotta respect.
If you say now he's a plug and play, then that's different because I will agree with you. He's not. He no longer can carry a team or drag a team. But for most of his career, nah, bro. Nah.
This is why, I wish that the Brooklyn Nets era didn't end the way that it ended for them.
Yeah.
I wish that they were successful there because it would have showed, because we wouldn't have these narratives that we have now where
what screwed up that era? COVID,
COVID destroyed the whole thing because Kyrie said, I'm not taking this vaccine because New York had the mandate.
Trust and believe that 2020 season they were coming back again, and they were.
I'm telling you. Like I really wish that
gonna come back and do damage in the East. COVID hadn't hit. Trust and believe that.
I'm telling you
that Brooklyn Nets team was dangerous.
Because dangerous. People be talking about Kyrie's prime. If you saw the way he was playing for the Brooklyn Nets in the time that he played, it's probably the best basketball you ever see this guy play. I'm telling you.
He was a problem.
I was watching those games. Like out of me, I wasn't even watching those Celtics games. I was watching the Brooklyn Nets. I was like, KD and Kyrie are together on the same team. Let me watch them. I'm watching them.
No,
and he had something to prove also during that year. He had something to prove.
On top of the fact that KD had, like JJ saying, he had something to prove because everybody was saying, oh, he only went there for the money and whatever. And he was like, he's gonna show them. Yo, I feel in my bones, if COVID hadn't hit that 2020 season, they would have won the chip that year because they were coming back to win the chip.
I'm telling you,
like
that. I'm so sad that Brooklyn Nets era ended the way they did because
watch it. You and the Bucks, bro. Oh my God, you and the Bucks and your favorite player.
Nah.
Hey, talking of that favorite player though, so as a longtime Laker fan, and the way I love the way Laker used to move back in the day, not the stupidity the Lakers have been doing for quite a few years now. If Giannis find a way to end up at the Lakers, I'm gonna be the happiest man on earth, bro.
If you guys get the Lakers, you don't have a team.
Lakers, why didn't he go to the Lakers?
Hey, guess what? What do you mean?
No, what I mean is the amount of players you have to give up to get Giannis.
Don't worry. If he comes, all we gotta do, pick me from the street, pick the next guy from the street, just go to the front of Staples Center like you. Come on in. We're gonna be rotating every game, bro. That's all we need. We ain't need nobody.
That's hilarious. Hey,
Why are you gonna go to the Lakers if Giannis goes to the Lakers? You could put it.
Oh, he's coming. He's coming. You know that. He's coming. He's gonna come. There are not a lot of team supporters these days. It's just player supporters. He's gonna come. Exactly. You see, etc. Even said it, man. Just sign up some bunch of loose clothes guys out there. We're gonna be rotating every night, man. We'll quit our job to come play with them. We got it. That's all we need, man.
Man, that would be an interesting move. Honestly, it would be.
Well, it's a typical Laker move, though. That's the thing. That's a typical
LeBron move, not a Laker move. A LeBron move.
I would say a Laker move because
I would say a LeBron move.
Yeah, you know,
I
LeBron
think
always
he
needs
wants to
help.
win one more so he could retire and say he retired
On the championship.
a
I
winning.
don't think that's gonna happen though. That's the thing.
Nah,
I don't
it's
think
not
that's
happening.
gonna happen.
It's not
It's
happening.
that's
I'll
done
tell
with.
him what Jamie Carragher tell Casemiro: leave the game before the
What
game
did
begins.
you? Stop it! Stop it! The only thing I know he can do is just the way he passes. The goals, Karim Abdul-Jabbar. He can put those points up so high that it's gonna take another special kid
Yeah,
to come and take that scoring title from him. Like
Or
all-time
somebody
points.
that plays till they're 45 years old, like
yeah,
him.
Yeah.
basically. Like, because I don't think the
Yo,
Lakers are
you
gonna
know
win.
what
Are
I
gonna
am
win.
looking forward to most of all next season?
Mhm.
Michael Jordan lending commentary to these basketball games.
Is
Yeah,
it
that's
gonna
gonna
be
be.
a studio? Is it gonna be a studio analyst or is it game commentary itself or color
No, I
commentator?
think he's gonna be a studio analyst ever so often. He's not even
Ooh.
gonna be like he based on what I read something about the contract, like it's not even like he's got to show up every day or whatever. It's when he wants to show up to do whatever.
You know what? So initially, I was gonna say, the way say don't meet your heroes. Sometimes you don't want your heroes to speak too much because then you might start hating them with the things that they will say. The only silver lining for me is the people that can quote unquote strengthen his legacy will probably be retiring by that time. So it's not like he has to say anything to put them down or to get all, Jordan though. Jordan doesn't let
Oh, he
anything go
doesn't
past
care,
easily.
bro. He doesn't care. My man don't care.
But I don't want him to look small. That's the thing. I don't want him to come across as petty or look small.
Bro, he is petty.
I know he's petty, but I don't want him to come across as that.
Everybody knows Jordan is petty. Jordan won 6 rings because he was petty.
I know. Because he's gonna make some wild comments, bro.
That level of pettiness that
He's gonna.
somebody came up the court, said something to you, you look them in the eye, and because you're so petty, bro, you come down and drop 50-something points on their head, bro. Like legit.
Yeah,
that level of pettiness is crazy. It's insane.
No, really. I hope that maybe in 10 years we can hear that type of petty stories about current set of players because like there are some things that are.
But you know what though, KG said it. Kevin Garnett, he said it. He said these guys are not like us. The drive that we had, like you talk shit to us, the next play we go down and we
gonna slam it on you.
He said these guys, they laugh that shit off and they just, he's like, it's not there. KG's like, it's not there. He said it. When he went back to the Timberwolves, he said it. He was like, yo, these dudes be in the locker room halftime on their phones. Like, and I'm sitting there like, we are doing.
Because like, think how wild it is for you to go into the locker room of the opposing players and say, yo, who's guarding me tonight? Oh, you're getting 40. Like, that takes some balls, bro. Like, that takes some, like, you gotta be maniac, some type of level of maniac to be able to do that. And I would love, because everybody got a mic now, all of them, they're doing podcasts and everything. I hope that when they start telling their stories, I would love to hear some competitive, right now, maybe we can't hear it from them because they're still playing and everything. But when they're retired, I want to hear some petty stuff. Right, I want to hear somebody loses their car because the bets on the game and the opponent just beat the hell out of them. I want to hear stories like that.
It's not gonna be near as crazy as the 90s, bro. It's not. It's not. You could tell by these games. If you watch these games, you could tell by these games, bro. These guys are not like the 90s, bro. They're not like the 90s. Even if they talk shit, dudes just laugh it off and key and whatever, and they keep it moving, bro. They don't.
Wow, you really it's mad, yeah. You want Jordan to show up on TV with whiskey and a cigar in the hand?
Listen.
Hey, that sounds like Jordan, man. I mean, Shannon Sharp
Probably
does it,
would
so why
too.
not?
He probably
True
would.
that.
You know how much that people are paying this man, bro? Like legit, like it's crazy.
It
Is
should be
it?
interesting. It should be interesting.
Yeah.
I can't lie. I want to see. I want to see how he talks about today's game. Is he going to be very PC about it, like because he's on TV, or is he just going to speak his mind? I wonder how that's going to go. To be honest with you, but
Do you see Jordan being PC with the
I don't
amount of
know.
money that he has?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to say.
Jordan
Wait, so
doesn't
wait. What station is he going to be on in America? Is it ESPN
NBC
or is it NBC?
Peacock.
Ooh.
That should be
Yeah.
interesting.
And it's
Because
on
obviously,
Peacock. It's gonna be on Peacock. It's not actually going to be on primetime television. It's
Peacock
streaming.
subscription is about to go up in money, man. They're
What?
about to increase. They're about to jack up that money, man.
Bro,
They're gonna jack up that money. That's what they're gonna do, man.
hey,
It's
OKC have had a great first quarter.
they definitely
Like,
have.
I feel like the biggest thing we've seen is obviously they upped their defensive intensity in this
Yep.
first quarter. So you're seeing a lot of turnovers for the Indiana Pacers. They're playing fast. They're playing them at their own game, playing in transition, getting down court. They've hit a couple of corner threes. Kayson Wallace hit a couple of big corner threes in these last few moments of this first quarter to really extend the lead here. And it looks like Indiana Pacers have not been able to settle into this game at all. They're struggling with the
Halliburton
pace.
looks lost, to be fair, based on what you're saying. Like he's had a couple of turnovers. He's had like 2 or 3 turnovers already that I've seen. Like his handling of the ball, he looks very nervous, and he's gonna need to settle down in order for his team to settle down. And if he doesn't settle down, then we're gonna be in for a very long night for Indiana. So
hey, I don't know a lot of stat, man. Your star man shouldn't be having 0 point in the first quarter. That doesn't look good.
Do you know what the craziest stat was from the last night, right? Shea didn't get 1 assist in the whole game. Not one.
Wow.
yeah, he didn't.
He scored 34 points. No assists.
We were looking at the stats because KG was asking us for the stats, and I was giving it to him, and Shea didn't have an assist. He didn't.
I was shocked. I was like, how did they even come out of there with the victory if he didn't give anything to any of his teammates?
Yo, because that dude was putting up points. What's his name? Williams?
Jalen Williams. Yeah.
Yeah, they gotta definitely pick it up in this quarter. They can't let this lead balloon any more than this 10 points, because if it does, it's gonna be hard to catch OKC.
For sure. They're moving the ball quickly. Here's Wiggins for 3, and he knocks it down. They're struggling right now. 13-point lead now for OKC.
And you know what? Also, what with Indiana too, they had gone from settling for these jump shots, and they're back again trying, shooting from the perimeter. They need to put the ball on the court and drive to the basket, because when they did that, they put themselves in the penalty, and they were able to, every time they went to the basket, they were able to get fouls and stuff and be put on the free throw line. So you got to do that. I don't know why the game has moved away from this, to be fair. Like, I don't know why coaches, and it's not like it's young coaches, because most of these coaches played that kind of game back in the day.
It's analytics, right?
Analytics, man.
That's what I think it is. Like, they're looking at it from it's the mathematics and the percentages and analytics. That's the reason why the game has changed to the way it has. Where you shoot more threes. If you shoot more threes, you're gonna eventually score more threes, which means you're gonna win the game. That's how they see it now.
But then the stupidity of the situation, though, and I hate to use that word, and I ain't trying to sound way too smart than anybody. Pacers was doing that towards the end of last game, where that the other team was in foul trouble. Instead of you driving to the room, getting your 2 points and ones, you stop doing that, right? So even if it is analytics and all, if the other team is down, if they're in foul trouble, go to the freaking rim. You get and one right there.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice block.
Yeah, Siakam, that's you. The thing about it is that you got to look at it from the matchup perspective as well. if Kaysen Wallace is on the floor and they've gone a little bit smaller, you have to target him because and use somebody like Siakam, use somebody like
Yeah,
Obi Toppin if he's
Siakam
on the
don't
floor.
need to be on the 3-point line shooting threes, bro.
So let me ask this then, and I'm gonna. This
Oh,
is one of the old.
Halliburton's got a little injury, I think, but he's all right. But I just seen him walking down the tunnel with like a few wraps on him. Sorry,
So
JJ.
you good. My question is, and this is not about the old players are better than new players or anything. From the point of enjoyability, is the current game when it comes to gameplay, the way player move, things like that, is it as enjoyable as it used to? And I don't even go all the way back, just as like early 2000. Is the game still enjoyable?
Not for
For
me.
you?
Not for me.
I think it's a whole package, right? Like like they like how they've been saying that how they're not even doing like storytelling anymore about the
Mhm.
game and players. Like there's so many young players here with great stories behind their careers. We don't know
Mhm.
anything about it because there's not enough coverage to tell us this. I think
Mm.
in the back in the day, they used to really have a lot of storytelling behind the players. So you really had a chance to get to know the players. You felt the emotion in the game, and then also the game was played in like let's say a more physical manner, and so people
Mm.
enjoyed it a little bit more. Now today's game, there's the characters maybe not the same, maybe not enough storytelling. I don't know. I can't. But then if you're talking just strictly gameplay, I think you're gonna say the '90s are better than now, right? Because the way they play.
So I like hard work, right? I like the hard work of gameplay. You understand? I like the fact that you can go down, the elbow jumper, the footwork, things like that. When I look at everybody take a step back three right now,
Mm.
I can promise you, if we keep watching this game and if you start taking a shot, every time somebody take a step back three, you're not gonna be the one that finish hosting this game tonight because you're gonna be drunk and shit face. You understand? It is so predictable in terms of the things that they're going to do. And I'm looking for, come on, I want that. Give me that ISO play, give me that elbow jumper, give me that mid-range game. Yeah, you could still kick it out because it's not like they were not shooting three back then. You go to the big man, double the big man, they kick it out. There were more variety and more artwork to the game. And for me, like me, of course, look at the fast break earlier on when Siakam took that three. Like, bro, why take the three? You have a little man in front of you. Why not back
That's
him
what
to the
I'm saying.
post? Take
Yeah,
it. Like,
The
why not?
decision making
take him down.
of these players too is what baffles me. Vibes, go to your bed, bro. You're in the chat
Yeah,
causing problems.
vibes.
Go
You're
bed.
hilarious. He says Siakam has some Somali heritage. Yeah, why? Because of the pirate thing that you saw the picture of the pirate fam. Get out of here, fam. Get out of here, fam. Looking like Saeed's uncle. You're hilarious, fam. Hey, Indiana are still in this, man. It's like every single time OKC look like they're trying to creep away, they hit a three ball and
Yeah.
then
That's
boom,
what I
right back
told
in it.
you. They can't let them run away. They gotta keep it to 10 and under, or else they're gonna be in trouble come the third quarter. So they gotta, they gotta get some stops. They can't trade basket for basket because that's not gonna work either.
And Tyrese Halliburton needs to step it up, man. He
Ooh,
hasn't
who
scored
just
a
dropped
point
that
yet.
three? 8 point game right now.
Yeah, it's I think it was Neesmith.
Yeah, Naismith, yeah, 8 point game. OKC
Yeah,
were forced to call a timeout after that.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
Naismith is having a good finals. To be fair,
he's improved a lot as a
off
player.
the
I can't
bench.
lie.
Tibbs could learn something from what's his name playing his bench.
As for Tibbs, I mean that New York situation. How do you guys feel about that New York Knicks situation where they
I don't
fired
care.
Thibodeau,
I
and it
don't
looks as
care.
if they don't have a plan because all of the 5 coaches that they've approached have all
Typical New
been turned
York, bro.
down.
That's how they move. That's typical New York, bro.
Is the name of the owner still Jim Dolan?
Yep, James
Of
Dolan's
course.
still there.
Well, then that's all. That's all. If the owner is still there, don't
That's
worry.
what I said. That's typical New York. That's how they
Yeah.
move, bro. That's how they roll. Like they don't. Jim Dolan don't have a plan. Jim Dolan just does what he wants to do, bro, and then throw money at it later.
But really, do you think Thibodeau have taken them as far as he's capable of doing?
Yes.
Probably, yeah, probably. But the problem is that having a coach who has taken you back into the playoffs after spending, I think, 11 years out, and then to conference finals for the first time in 25, 26 years, you do think that, and he's also at the beginning, or I think at the beginning of the 3-year extension that they gave him, right? So surely you'd say, we'll give you 1 more year and we'll see what you can do, because you were very close to a final. But they decided to pull the plug now, and it doesn't mean they don't have a plan. It looks like they don't have a plan, because they're looking to go and speak to Mike. They're going to get Mike Brown, and I think Taylor Jenkins,
No,
the
you
former
know what Jim
Memphis
Dolan
Grizzlies
thought
coach.
he was gonna do? He still thinks that New York has it, it's like Manchester United. He still thinks New York has this pull. You know, when people hear New York, they're gonna want to come.
Yeah,
that's why he got turned down by 4 coaches. 4 coaches, four, literally turned down. But that's his problem, because that's how he's thinking. He's still thinking Madison Square Garden, the Mecca. You know, that's changed. It's changed over the years. Nobody looks at it like that. I mean, us old heads, we look at it, you know, always saying Madison Square Garden is the place to, you know, the place to play, whatever the case may be. But the youths and the young people, they don't care, bro. That nostalgia is not for them. They don't, you know, and Jim Dolan thinks that he can still do the things he does and pull off the things he wants to pull off. And that's not happening either. Because now you can't throw money at everything. Nobody's coming if they don't see a plan, if they don't see, you know, your vision, if they don't, you know what I mean? They're not coming. So he shot himself in the foot with that one, to be fair. He did. I would have lined up a coach, or, you know, before I fire my coach.
You had to
line up a coach and, you know, get the okay from that person before you say, all right, you know, Tibbs, it's been good. I appreciate how far you've gotten us, but I think we need this person to take us to the next level. But no, you literally just fire your coach and didn't have a coach lined up. Like, no plan, no nothing.
So like Jamie said he's like Jerry Jones, bro. He's worse. That's the thing about Dolan.
Bro, it's them old white men with money, bro.
Like, yo,
that's what it is. That's how them men move.
I mean, like, there are still coaches that actually won the Dallas Cowboys job that they think they're gonna be the savior, you know, to change things. I don't think people feel like that about New York anymore, man. Like, many would rather even go to the Brooklyn than, you know, to go and coach them than come to the Knicks.
It's
for sure.
It's looking like it's gonna end up being Jalen's dad.
Bro, that would be hilarious if they gave it to Rick Brunson at this point. It would be absolutely hilarious. Like, what? Like, mind you, Sam Cassell is right there if they want him. Like, he's somebody.
No, but I heard. No. Was it Dallas? He's at Dallas, right?
No. He's a Celtics assistant coach.
Whatever team he's at, I heard they don't want to release him.
I mean, I don't want him to go anywhere. I feel like he needs to stay with the Celtics, bro. Like,
I heard they don't want to release him. They don't want to release him to speak to New York.
That's crazy though. Like, because he's someone that's been overlooked, I think, for all these head coaching jobs. Like,
I don't think he was overlooked. I think the Knicks actually were interested, but the Celtics refused to let him speak to the Knicks.
If you saw this passage of play, literally that's just gone, yeah. Like, the way OKC are playing in transition right now, they are killing Indiana right now.
They're speeding up the game. They're speeding up the game.
I saw it with Williams with the dunk.
It's gonna be a long day for Indiana at this point. The way it's going.
If they don't step their defense up, man, this is gonna be like I said, this is gonna be a long night. And OKC literally looked like they turned the tables around on Indy with the fast break and running up and down the court. So
yeah, this is gonna be an over. It could be over pretty soon if they don't get it together.
We got production in the background, or production went to bed.
Production definitely. I got the keys. I'm here.
Oh, well, there you go.
I got the keys.
Like, production are asleep, man. This is not the hours for them right now. They are asleep right now.
Yo, during the last stream, it took me a minute to realize that KG wasn't going to bed until like 4 a.m.
Yeah,
Remember
but
that
he had slept prior.
earlier? Ooh, I'm
He
like,
had
yo,
He
bro.
he was
literally
doing
slept Friday before he
so.
streamed.
So like 2-3 years ago when we were doing the playoffs on the channel, like that was our
Oh
routine.
shit, Joe's up. Joe's like, Roland, you a liar.
Yo, big up to Joe. Joe is here. But Joe, last time Joe was on the clock when I was on the stream, he went to sleep, bro. I remember he was sleeping in the
Joe's like,
background.
Roland, you a liar. Nah,
Big up.
it's not Joe's bewitching hour yet. That's like about 3 o'clock in the
See,
morning. He's
see,
gonna
Peter,
pop out.
remember when Peter fell asleep on the stream? Peter was
Oh,
here and he
bro,
fell
Peter,
asleep.
AJ, you missed that one,
that
Roland.
was that was bad.
AJ, bro, you gotta watch that
Yeah.
stream back. AJ was snoring on the stream, brethren.
We give him the old
You
platform
got
by
to
now.
watch that stream back, bro. Like literally watch that stream back. Coming on to the ending, you got to watch it, Roland. Hilarious, yo. KG like muted all of us and like literally put him on the mains, bro.
He had the platform to himself. That
That's
was
great.
that was hilarious, man.
Dude was literally snoring, bro.
That's
Mic
hilarious.
on and everything. Just
Man, like JP, what you saying, bro?
What up, y'all?
Hey, JP, what's good, brother?
How y'all doing?
Joe, I pay attention.
Chilling.
That's what it is. I pay attention. My boy, Jeff.
What's up, man?
I appreciate you, Jeff, because you kept me saying that last stream, bro.
That was a fun stream.
Roland be missing all the good streams. You be missing all the good streams. Trust me.
That was a fun stream.
Yeah, I'm not no more top 5 lists.
Nah, we need more of that. The next time we ask for the top center, somebody's gonna say Bobo. You'll see. That's what's gonna happen.
And then tell us he was trolling us.
Yeah.
No, you weren't.
Nice try.
No, you weren't. And that was the only name you could come up with. If you're trolling, that shouldn't have been the only name you could come up with.
Like nice try, man.
Oh my god.
Hey, Tyrese, you gotta save your team, bro. What's going on? They got him in jail, man.
He still got 0 points.
They got him in jail right now.
Nah, this boy, he seems like he's off, man. I wonder why he had ice on his calf. Like, I don't.
Yeah, he might be. But at the same time, yeah, I'm not trying to have that right now. This game fine for the finals, bro.
Nah, I hear you. I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying he seems kind of off with his jumping, like his jump shot. And that could be from that whatever is going on with his calf. Because if you can't elevate, it's gonna put you off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just the offense that Indiana's running is like, I don't know what they're doing. Like you can't just hope something happens against a defense like OKC. Like you got to do stuff intentionally and on purpose. And they just dribble, hope something happens, and that ain't gonna work.
Hey, I gotta give Caruso a shout out though. He's dogging Alibodin on all these plays, man.
Oh yeah,
he's going after him.
He's exactly what like every team in the NBA is looking for Alex Caruso until it's time to pay him.
No, until it's time to pay him. The Lakers should have done that after they won that championship, and they never did. Who did they give the money to? I think they gave part of it to Taylor Horton Tucker, who I think is in Chicago now. I think. And then didn't they? I think they paid Kyle Kuzma as well. And look at where he's at. Like when they should have just gave him that money, he would have been a great.
They didn't bring in DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, so, even that one.
Sad. Sad.
I mean, even the like Lonzo before the injury, like Lonzo was looking cold before the injury though.
Mm.
Yeah, he was wearing them.
Yeah, don't start it with the big baller brand shoes,
Hey, I'm all for Black Enterprise, but nah, them shoes was literally exploding.
They were
on the court.
explosive. That's true.
Shout out LeVar Ball, man.
They were explosive.
Yeah, hey.
Oh, you heard the latest thing he said? He said
About
the
Clippers.
Clippers. Yeah, he said that's what they need right now, man. They should get all these boys on the team. That's what they need to win.
He wants his boys back home, man. He wants his boys back in LA, man.
Them boys ain't trying to come home.
Yo, let me tell you, Roland. The time I gave up on the Lakers, because here's one thing about me, and I think I was telling them on the other stream, I fell in love with Kobe first when I was in Nigeria. I got to America, then I realized that, the guy I love plays for the Lakers. So I was like, it only makes some sense. Let me fall in love with the Lakers. And I see the way we were moving with someone with common sense, season after season after season after season. And for some reason, and this is a shout out to Lavar Ball, by the way, shout out to him. He convinces the Lakers to draft his son. Yes, I know his son is good and all that. But look at the track record. And we missed two drafts in a row that we could get good players. And we brought in the likes of D'Angelo Russell. I think that was the Devin Booker draft. I think so. And they messed it up. And yes, we won the bubble championship, glory be to God and stuff. But I still don't think the Lakers are yet.
You don't rate that championship.
I don't rate it, man. And I don't think the Lakers are yet to recover things, all those blunder in the draft, man. You add the second round pick? No, second pick of the first round for back-to-back drafts. Nah, man. That was sad.
It's hard now because kids not staying in college long enough. Like if we're keeping it a buck, it's like it's a lot of kids that come out too early, and you gotta go get your money.
Try to enter the draft.
But it's like we drafting Lonzo Ball second overall. You expect an instant impact. There's no time for development, especially in LA, where they expect stars. And I mean, he's homegrown. He went to UCLA. It was a smart pick on paper. If he could have stayed healthy, I think it could have helped him. But the problem too is like once you have LeBron on the roster, now you have to win now. Because every year.
But was Bron even on the roster at that point? He wasn't there yet.
No. But they were making
lining
everything up.
Oh. Like because JP, and I might be wrong, the way I understand the NBA at that point, and especially the way I understand the Lakers, you have Kobe still in the league. Why don't you bring in a shooting guard that can learn from him? And Kobe was about to retire. It's going towards the end of retirement at that point. Why don't you bring somebody that you can mentor?
Yeah, but the problem is that like the problem is that the Lakers were in that little position where like they didn't plan for the eventual retirement.
They were stuck because what happened was in the very early parts of Kobe's career, he was severely underpaid because they were paying Shaq. And then they had to set money. He didn't take a huge discount, but he took discounts so they could have a Pau Gasol and a Lamar Odom and bring in a Ron Artest. So at that point in his career, he's like, look, I'm almost done. Like, I need my bread. I don't really care about the rest of this roster. Like, y'all figure it out.
Run me my peas.
Run me my bread. And
true that.
And so now when you paying Kobe, you don't really have a lot of stuff to really bring in. You
don't got wiggle room to bring in another player. Look who showed up in the chat, Roland.
I know. Look at this Chino guy, bro. He's a shameless guy. Hey, OKC, every time we've been on stream, he's been screaming, OKC. He's been on this thing, fam. He's been on it. He's saying, bring back this, let OKC win this championship so Miami get their pick back. Hey, you're going to need that pick back. You're going to need it. You're going to need it if you want KD, Big up to man like Chino. He's saying, I hate Booker for the Miami draft. They took someone called Justice Winslow. over Booker.
I
Even D
remember
Wade
that. I
when he
remember that.
mental book.
Justice Winslow.
Justice Winslow, man.
He was hooping in college, but that was another one where it was just
Nah,
like
the
it ain't
minute he came to
translate.
he's one of those, like the minute he came to the NBA, he fizzled, bro.
You
Like,
know
like
what
a
it
over.
fizzy
was?
pop,
And
yo.
He was
Like a
Hassan
an
legit
Whiteside.
fizzy pop. He just went dead.
an
Hassan
undersized power forward. That was his problem. His size was
Hassan
more like a small forward. He didn't have a small forward skill set, and you can't be a like 6'7", 6'8"
Trying to play
power forward unless you
Hell
like
no.
Charles Barkley.
And he ain't no Charles Barkley.
And no,
Period.
ain't no way.
Who do you support, JP?
I'm a Celtics fan.
Will you take KD right now on your team?
No.
Why not?
I think
See,
he's
how come
past his
just took
prime.
out Chet?
Yeah. I think he's past his prime, and I think he demands a little too much of the ball at times. And I think part of the issue with the Celtics at times is it's a lot of stand around and watch, and we play at our best when we move the ball. So I would rather have somebody who either is fine being a spot up shooter or is actually going to really help like facilitate the game with more rhythm than what we've had.
I like that.
the Celtics need a point guard now. Like they needed it 4 years ago, but we need one now. And I don't know where it's coming from, honestly. It's probably going to be coming through the draft if they move up.
I'll say this. I did not like Brad Stevens as a coach, but I like him as president of basketball operations. He's made smart move after smart move, and we'll see. I have a feeling he's gonna find a gem in the draft.
Obi Toppin right there, bro. Just dunk the ball, bro. Go up hard and let these men foul you. Exactly like what you just did.
Like muscles for no reason.
Turn around.
Look, these people, they're in trouble, man. This game is over. Like, it's looking over already because they can't handle the intensity right now, the Pacers.
Nah, but what I'm saying, though, if you're going to go in the paint, you got to go in the paint hard, man. Like, go in the paint hard, right?
Yeah.
But then they're not getting calls either because Siakam just got mugged. Like,
they letting it go. They're just letting it go. That's how it's got to go right now. They say it's game 5, man. We ain't got no time for this.
Nah. Down the other end, bro. OKC's been getting calls.
Yeah, I mean.
Yo, kind of. Nah, brethren. Obi Toppin is doing madness. What was that?
Chino's loving this right now. Yo, big up Chino.
Chino's
a troll. I like him though.
Chino is hilarious.
He's one of one, bro. I told him that in the GT, bro. He's legit one of one, bro.
Oh man. Yeah, Tyrese, bro. What's going on with him, man?
He needs some milk.
Nah, I think he's done. Might as well take him
milk.
out, put somebody else on the court.
Yeah.
Yo, Vibes, did I tell you go bad, bro? Go over here, about tell him, Chino.
Celtic KKK. Y'all gonna have to stop with that.
Isn't it?
That's the city of Boston. That's not the team, the Celtics. And if we want to be fair, that's just America.
Tell him. I was just about to say, Jeff, that's just America. That is not just one state, bro. That is legit just America.
Chino's
What's the song? What's that song, Jeff? This is America.
Facts.
Chino's just mad because Ashton Hall is courtside at Miami Heat games.
No.
Man. It used to be DJ Khaled, now it's Ashton Hall, man. Hey, Chino, you're moving crazy. Stop, fam. You're moving mad.
Wait, hold on. Uriel Rose, ain't no racism in Alabama. You clearly ain't never been to Alabama, my brother.
Homeboy's trolling big time. Chino,
Trust me, big time troll.
Big time.
and that's a foul.
Nah,
Go to the
Uriel,
line.
you bugging, bro. You know, you never been to Alabama, bro. I just saw that, Jeff. Like, what? What?
It must be like an Alabama in England that we
You
don't know
must be,
about.
or he's,
Hey,
Not
we
the
ain't
one in
gonna,
America.
we ain't
nah,
gonna,
or
we ain't
he's
gonna
being,
that over there.
nah, or he's being sarcastic. He's got to be being sarcastic, bro, or facetious. Because that statement right there, nah.
He's making jokes. Alabama.
Being
Alabama,
facetious.
are we kidding? That's one of the few places I can live in America, man.
Nah, how did Chuck get in there? Nice, Siakam.
All I do is drive through it. Actually, I think I only drove to Alabama once, coming from Jacksonville, coming back to the East Coast. That's about it. I ain't even gonna make a stop.
Oh wow, this is the
Yeah.
Nah, that's
So
where my
this is
people
the-
from, so I go there all the time. But
Wow.
so
you gotta
Yeah,
know where to go. And
that's
you better
right.
be where
That's-
you better be
you
where
look like
you
you-
by
you look-
nighttime.
You look
Vanilla
like
Ice is
you,
from
you look
Boston.
like you look like you could fight. I don't. Look at me. Look at me. I can't
Now
fight,
you
Jeff.
definitely can't drive through there in the nighttime for real.
Nah, you'll be straight because when they hear the accent, they be like, "Oh, okay, you one of the good ones."
No, not really.
Hey,
Not
Jeff,
really.
Hey Jeff, you're crazy.
Not
What?
really.
I'm just keeping it a buck.
You're right. I know what you're talking,
They
bro.
like to pit us against each other.
They do. They
Hey,
sure do, man.
I've been seeing this thing on social media, bro. They've been doing the FBA versus the ethnic minorities, fam. What's going on, fam?
Brother. It ain't it ain't enough time in this basketball game left for you. We're getting to scratch the surface.
To explain to you
Fam.
what's going on, right?
I be seeing the thing. I'm
Just
like, that's
think
kind of
about,
crazy.
just understand the art of war, divide and conquer, and some
Yeah.
people falling for it. And
As
that's the
simple
bottom
as
line.
that.
I think because like it's kind of crazy. It's like me telling like if we like over here, like me, I was born in England, yeah. For me to say someone that has come to live here as an immigrant, we're not the same, fam. We're the same, bro. Because we both gonna have the same problems here, regardless, fam.
Yeah, but they're the good ones.
There's
Why you bounce that
some
ball? Why
nuance.
didn't you just go up and dunk it?
Because they got to be cool.
These young, you haven't noticed that, Jeff? Like these young men,
Yeah.
they got to bounce the ball, bro.
Yeah.
You collecting the ball under the basket, just go up and dunk it. Like,
Now you know what it is. They don't play. These kids. They don't grow up playing like real pickup no more. Like everybody who they hoop with is like their age, or they playing AAU somewhere. So they don't have the experience of being like, yeah, you good, but you 13 and you playing with grown men. We're not
Right.
even giving you the ball. You just playing defense and rebound. If you want a bucket, you better get in here and get a
Go
rebound
grab it.
and
Yep.
get a bucket.
Okay, see,
So-
I'm torching them right now.
Because that's my whole thing too, with like a lot of this guard play where it just be like tween, cross, step back, tween. It's like, why are you doing all this, man? Like the most efficient scorers in the history of the league have been like 1, 2, 3 max dribble players. And these guys, they got all this stuff in a quote unquote bag, and the bag be fake.
They don't even have a mid-range game anymore. I'm still pissed about that. They can't do that.
That's the computer nerds. They took
They
that out.
can't do that.
They said
I
the
mean, yeah,
mid-range
just tell
game
me
is
about
not
the
an efficient
analytics.
shot.
Yo,
Yeah.
Jeff. You know the way where, let's say you are having an off night, and all that will save you is to just go to your spot and shoot your shot, like your bread and butter. They don't have it.
Of course not. I mean, historically, that's always been a thing. Like, if your shot's not going in, get to the basket.
Yeah.
You saw my Celtics. That shot wasn't going in. They kept shooting.
They kept shooting.
And it's just like,
Jeff,
it's
they have
crackhead
to-
basketball.
They have to
crackhead.
keep shooting. That is the system. Keep shooting, brother.
No. This is what
That's
happens.
some BS.
Let me explain. Let me
basketball.
explain to you what happens. Your shot not falling from the outside. Get closer to the
Closer
basket.
to the rim.
Make a couple layups. Make some free throws. Hit a couple middies. Get your flow back. then shoot
and
some
then
threes.
go back. Yeah,
I'm not
True.
saying you're not saying abandon the three for the rest of the game.
Nah, but you gotta
Now,
get
if
your
you go
flow
out
back.
there
You
and
gotta
you
get your
shoot a
shot
three
back.
and
You
you
gotta
miss,
get your confidence back.
yeah, you gotta
But
see the
mind
ball
you-
go through the bucket.
But mind you, yeah, I think the interesting thing about the Celtics one was like, especially this run that they went on, right? They were getting a lot of open looks though, like, and they were generating them. It's just they weren't falling, like,
Yeah,
as opposed to being like taking tough shots, if you know what I mean, or really
Yeah.
contested heavily.
Yeah,
Ones.
I'll be right
yeah,
back.
but sometimes, like Roland, at least I notice about when you go to the hole, sometimes that wakes you up.
yeah.
That lets you get into the feel of the game. Like, I'm here for stuff. You
Get them
don't
in
do
foul trouble.
exactly. You get them in
Lean
foul.
on, and a lot of times shooting jump shots bails the other team out defensively
Yep,
because they
it
don't have to
does.
work as hard on defense. You're not moving the ball around, and they're not working hard. And then you shoot a long shot, they turn around, they get a rebound. A long rebound equals what? A fast break
A
opportunity.
fast break.
Now you're
Yep.
running backwards. They put the ball in the bucket for 2 or 3 if they shooting pull up threes on the fast break. And now you're not just shooting threes because it's in the flow of the offense. You shooting threes because you trying to prove that this is our system. You shooting threes because you're trying to break the crowd. You shooting threes because now you behind and you trying to keep back up instead of just playing basketball. Like Kobe had a really good interview that he did a while ago where he was talking about the difference between like when his team played with like Phil Jackson and they were running the triangle versus like now. When teams ran the triangle, it was so effective because the triangle was designed to exploit things. So
Yep.
whatever the other team's defensive deficiency was, the triangle had something within it that could exploit it. And they were
Yep.
getting to that on purpose every single time.
Yep. Yep.
Now kids just coming down, they cross tween. Oh, we might run a pick and roll. And I'm trying to get this mismatch, and then we'll see what happens from here. It's like you can't be a we'll see what's happening. We need to come down and say, like, we're trying to get an open 3 in the corner right now, and the play we're running is designed to get that.
Yep.
And that be the difference between winning and losing a lot of times.
And to go on what Jeff said, when they were running the triangle, and I watched that same interview that you were talking about Kobe. It's very simple. The shooting guard or the point guard brings the ball forward. You throw it into the big man. Then you see, okay, how do they react to the ball going to the big man? If they bring the help from the weak side, swing, you get the ball out. If they don't come, now you've got to decide. The big man maybe take a couple of dribble, back him down. It goes straight to the hoop. If you foul him, that's an one. And guess what? Here's one thing about basketball. If they're backing you down multiple times, you're gonna get tired.
Yeah.
You are going to get tired. But if you are
foul out.
or foul out. But if all you're doing is settling, even when they're on pick and rolls in this game, they still end up kicking the ball out on a pick and roll. And not because there's a weak side help that is coming. No, it's just because they said the threes are better than the twos.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I say 2 is better than 0. So
That's a good one. That's a good one.
If we shooting threes and they not going in, and we shooting 2s and they are going in, which one would you rather have?
It's true.
But we got a bunch of nerds who never hooped before controlling how we play basketball now. So
yeah,
it is what it is.
Yo, big up to everybody that's in here right now. Make sure you're hitting the like button and subscribe button as well. KG Reckless Sport, Reckless NBA, Game 5 NBA Finals. OKC lead by 14. Heading into this third quarter. What do you, man, think of this first half, man, and how's it gone for OKC? Where can the Pacers kind of try and claw this back to try and keep it close and maybe try and take over in the game like they've done previously in Game 1?
They got to get it to 10 by the end of the third. If they get it to 10 by the end of the third or less, I think we'll be in for a good fourth quarter. But Rick Carlisle going to have to make some adjustments. They're going to have to make like conscious decisions on offense of we're trying to get here. Tyrese Halliburton ain't got it. So that means that they're not going to be doubling or playing him as tight. So Siakam is going to have to do more than just shoot threes. He's going to have to take over.
Yeah.
And they're going to have they need to run the offense through him. Even if Halliburton's handling the ball, they're going to have to look at Siakam and say, like, we need you, bro.
I mean, as a duo, they've only scored 10 points between them, and all 10 points have gone to Siakam.
Siakam.
This is the first time in Tyrese's playoff career history where he's gone scoreless in the first half. So he needs to do something to wake up, because I don't know if it goes like this, they're losing this game hands down. Yo, JJ, what do you?
They need to show him that article where his peers voted him most overrated.
Overrated. Trust me.
That battery in his back.
Trust me. Yo, JJ, what do you think of OKC? And their defense.
Remember, like I said, and you and I kind of said this at the beginning of the game, right? OKC is kind of beating Pacers. Not kind of. They have beaten the Pacers at their own game right now. They're spinning up the game. But my issue is actually something that Jeff said, and I understand that Siakam is already carrying these. I have a problem with him shooting 4 threes, though. So far, yeah. I have a problem with that. And these are and this is the thing. This is sometimes when you are aggressive, it's not even for you, because he's the highest scorer on his team, right? Sometimes when you are aggressive, it's not for you. It's to bring your own teammates into the game, right? And there's nothing about shooting threes that speaks aggression. You are just right there at the 3-point line. But if you are there, I mean, that's if he converted those 3 points, let's say those were twos, that is 8 points, right? They only made 1 3. He had 3 points, which goes back to what Jeff said. 3 might be better than 2, but 2 is better than 0. I will put my money in Siakam that all those free field go. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. Even from the field, he's only 3 for 8 from the field. So it's not like that is going well for me either, but it's better than what he's doing from the 3-point line.
The good thing for Indy that they could probably hang their hat on is they played like crap and they only down 14. And we've seen them come back from multiple times in this playoffs and at least once in this series. So, you know, they might be doing the possum thing of, you know, playing dead and hoping to just stick around. But we'll see. They got to turn it on. And they got to hope that OKC doesn't turn it up to the next level.
Yo, big up Lake on the Moon with a super chat. Thank you for that, bro. He's saying, what's
JJ talking about? That is the crazy thing is that is my guy. He's a United friend. My haters are here. That's my guy, man. He's messing with me. I see you, bro. What's up?
Yo, big up. Thank you for the super chat, my bro. Do you know what's interesting though when you're talking about Siakam and him taking 4 threes in this first half? Mm-hmm. I think when he's getting that ball, he's looking to drive, but there's obviously an issue at the rim. You see how at high volume the OKC City Thunder, the way that they rebound the ball at a high rate, they make it so difficult. If you miss that shot, there's at least 3 guys underneath that rim ready to grab the rebound. So maybe he's looking at that and saying, I can't really contend with that. Then also they understand based on the tape, we know that Siakam is a high volume mid-range shooter. So they're looking at him and they're saying, no, we got to defend this a little bit differently. We've got to make it difficult for him to get to his spot. So he's settling for those threes, which I know he doesn't want to do, but I feel like he's being forced to do. And so it's making it very difficult to come through.
This is the thing about getting to your spot. It's your spot. And it don't matter what they do. When KG take that 1-2 and get to the elbow,
boom.
It's a hand in his face, hand in his face. It don't matter.
And it's going to make it.
When Paul Pierce used to take that step back at the free throw line, hand in his face, no hand in his face, it don't matter. When Jordan used to do that turnaround fade away.
I got a quiz for you guys. Who do you think in the 90s had the most technical fouls?
Most techs? Ooh, that's a hard one.
As a player?
Yeah. What do you mean as a player?
I'm thinking, of course, as a player.
I'm betting you this is going to surprise all of y'all. But go ahead.
Most tech.
The number one player had the most techs in the 90s.
Ben Wallace? That would be 2000. Not Ben Wallace, right?
I'm going to say Ron Artest, man.
Nah.
In the 90s?
In the 90s, so good.
Hey, wait, he was this. Yes. In the 2000s, yeah. Okay, 90s?
Let me see.
I don't think it's like the usual suspect like Rodman, though. It's not Rodman.
I was thinking. I was going to say Rodman and something like that.
Barkley.
Charles Barkley? Nah.
Barkley is second. The number one player with the most techs with 333 technical fouls
Jesus
was
Christ.
Karl Malone.
Oh,
Karl
shit.
Malone.
Yeah, I can see that.
The mailman.
Best.
But
Was he
Barkley
close?
was second, Jeff.
Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Because I think
I
that
just-
was
I
too
just thought-
before they was
I
like.
thought I'd break it up there. I thought I'd break it up.
Yo,
I think that was
Vibe-
before they like changed the flagrant rules, and like a lot of
Yeah,
stuff
it
that
was.
got called flagrant now was like technical fouls back
Yeah.
then. He was good for elbowing people in the face.
Yes,
So
in the
Very
face.
true.
In the face.
Vibe said put Bonnie Blue and Lily Phillips courtside, and Haliban might do a remonstrance.
Yo, this boy needs to go to
Yo.
bed, brethren.
Yo,
All right.
yo, vibes, bro.
bro, you gonna get a stomach ache from all that milk,
Yo,
bro. You gotta
vibes.
chill out.
I gotta hop. I'll try to be back for the fourth quarter, all right?
All right, bro. Big up, big up. Mo, big up Mo. He's saying not misogynist, but Doris Burke is annoying the hell out of me. Everybody's got problems with Doris Burke on the commentary, man. I don't know. I mean, I don't really be listening to Doris Burke like that, but you know.
I think with Doris Burke, it's like I don't think her chemistry with Mike Breen is very good. I used to like her when she was with Mark Andrews when they were like on
Doris
the B
is
team.
the one at the table, right? She's not the one
Yeah.
that does with what's his face?
Are you
She
talking about?
with Mike Breen. She's with
Yeah.
Mike Breen on the commentary.
At the table, right? Not
Yeah.
not with oh my god, why can't I Stephen A, not the one
No,
that's
that's
with
Malika.
No.
That's Malika Andrews.
Oh, Malika, okay.
Mo saying I'm a Pacer fan. and
I
this is
really
hell.
don't, to be fair, I don't like ESPN commentators, whether it be the panel or the people at the table. Bro, I'm gonna miss TNT so badly, bro.
Yeah.
Like you don't even understand, bro. I'm
For
gonna miss TNT so badly, bro. Like so badly.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That chemistry takes a long time to build. And
Yeah, it does.
You just
It
gotta
does.
have the right people. You gotta have the space for them to do it too. Like I feel like what I always tell people that ESPN's problem is after the game, they go to Sports Center, but on TNT after the game they go
You got
inside the NBA.
NBA, and them guys
Yeah,
break
yeah.
it down for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's maybe different style as well. So like with the Sports Center stuff, whenever I see it, when it's straight after the game, they do like an encore interview with one of the players. I guess they
TNT
give
does
you,
all that too.
They
It's
do,
just-
but the guys are
it's-
still there breaking it down and
Yeah.
like talking about it. You know what I mean?
It's like Scott
And then the
Van Pelt.
chemistry with the guys too is those guys are funny, man. Like legit
Yeah.
funny, bro. The way they
Yeah.
the way Shaq and Kenny get on like rib Charles, bro. Like you
It's too
can't
funny.
beat that, bro. Like you legit can't beat that, bro.
For sure.
Legit can't
For sure.
beat that.
Mo saying that we need Scott Foster in Game 6. He has to extend it to Game 7. I'm here for this. I'm here for the extender in the next game, so we get a Game 7.
Me and
of the
Jeff
NBA
had to
Finals.
explain the extender to KG, bro.
Yeah.
KG's like the
need it.
extender. What
We
is
need
that?
We need it. We need it. I can't lie. We need it. Big up to Stretford Post in here saying good morning to the legends. Big
Oh,
up
good
yourself,
morning,
my bro.
Stratford Post. You're saying
Big yourself.
morning. I wonder where
Morning
you are.
for me. Morning for me. I think he's in the UK still. But yeah, it's morning for us over here. And Jamie with a good question here. What's one rule you would add to the NBA?
Oh wow.
Mm.
That's
One rule I would add.
It's not a rule, but I want to see a change to the All-Star game though, right? So this is a good idea. It's not my idea. I saw this like during the season where basically you get like an all snub team. So people that were supposed to be all-stars or look like they could be all-stars, and they play off against a team of people that have been picked, and they have a match to see who actually gets into the All-Star game. I thought that was a good idea. So people like Norman Powell, who everyone thought should have been an all-star, missed out on, he would be one of the people on that team, and he would have to battle it out with his teammates to see if he can get into the all-star game officially. That was pretty good, I thought, as an idea. That's
not bad. That's not a bad idea at all. Because sometimes I don't I've stopped. The All-Star game used to be competitive. Now it's just
Yeah.
now it's just shits and giggles, and I'm like, bro, I'm not
What's
watching
the point? What's the point in
I'm
it?
not
Like,
watching this. But I think next year's format is gonna be interesting because
it's
it's
USA
US
versus the world,
versus
right?
the world, and them
Yeah.
guys from the world, they're not gonna be
Yeah.
like skinning and giggling, bro. They're coming to prove a point, like legit
Yeah.
prove a point. So I feel like that's gonna be entertaining. But rule, bro, I don't. I want them to take away this review rule. Like that's what I want. I want not add, but take away this review rule that they got. Like
I
I'm
would
over
say
it. Like I'm
I,
legit over it.
I would say if I was gonna change anything, I would probably bring back hand checking. So it's like 80s, 90s basketball because
I
just
mean,
physical basketball is just better. I think it slows the pace down. I think sometimes teams play too fast, and I think sometimes teams play weak. And I don't like people who like foul bait. I like that they changed the like when you swing your arms through, it's just a foul on the ground. But I don't feel like I feel like it's impossible to ask these dudes to like play defense without touching somebody. And like the
but
score because to me
OKC
it's
been
like the
hand checking.
scoring. Yeah, yeah, and
They have.
that becomes the issue. It's like certain teams get away with it and certain
Mm.
teams don't. But if you just make it to where what they have at the beginning of the season was called a point of emphasis, and they say, look, as long as you're not pushing somebody off their path,
Like you're not
if you have your hand on somebody,
like
because
the
like
back,
trust,
like when
yeah,
you how
yeah,
them guys used to guard Jordan and have that
they
hand in
grab
his
that
lower
hip.
back. Yeah.
As somebody who grew up learning how to play basketball against grown men who was hand checking, that's how you really learn how to play basketball.
Like that's how you know where they're moving too. Jordan said
Yeah,
that. Kobe said that too.
yeah,
Kobe's like when you got your hand right there, you know where they're going. Like you
yeah,
could feel it if they're gonna shift to the left or they're gonna shift to the right. Like
yeah.
that yeah, definitely. For real, for
It's
real.
like defense being good is good for basketball, just like offense being good is good for
Mm.
basketball too. And I
I
think
agree. I
sometimes they
agree.
made too many changes
100%.
to just pump the offense up. So
Do you remember a couple of seasons ago when they put in that rule for flopping, where they would give you a tech for flopping?
yeah,
Like where did that go? Because like I swear
they
down, yeah, they
realized they
put in.
couldn't. They realized they couldn't take up LeBron like that every night. So
You read my mind, bro. You Yo, Jeff, you read my mind. That's exactly what I was gonna say, bro. Exactly what I was gonna say.
man, motherfuckers was making comps on Twitter and being like, "Hey, these should all be texts," and NBA was like, "All right,
Yo, big up to Manj in the building. He's saying big up the panel
Let's
in the
take that out.
chat.
Let's take that out. Let's take that out.
Yo, big up to M Biz as well. 3 a.m. I'm watching. Big up yourself for coming
Yo,
through. 3 a.m.
big up, man.
We're
Big
here.
up. 3 a.m. and you
We're
here with
here.
us, man. Big up. Big
We're
up.
here, man. NBA Finals Game 5.
Joe's
What's this
on
shade on
the sleep
LeBron?
now. It's his bedtime.
He's going nowhere he's nowhere near the biggest flopper. They're disagreeing with you in the chat, you know.
He's not the biggest flopper, but he flop a lot.
Bro, when LeBron's running into like a 6'1" guard that's like
Right.
smaller than him and just throwing himself on the court, brethren, it's suspect. Legit
And the only reason
suspect.
and the only reason people flop is because refs call it. If refs don't call it, people won't flop. So I don't even shade LeBron for flopping. He's using the tool of the game to create an advantage. And I ain't mad at it. Everybody flops. It's just part of how a lot of people play now. And then when the fans decided that wasn't what they wanted to see, they tried to, get it out the game. I think it's been a lot less so far. Even in this series, I think SGA has not done it as much because he's realized he ain't getting them calls.
Yeah, I need to see more from Tyrese in this second half, man.
Yeah. They need to push pace.
Smith, triple. There we go. They've woken up a little bit. Now it's down to 11. Uriel saying I would change the MVP vote in Lou Dort. Rainbow 3 who banks it in off the glass. Do it by elimination. That way you only have 2 choices in the end. You can't have 5 votes going to random people. That's interesting. Maybe a round 1 and a final round or something like that of voting.
I mean,
Miles Turner triple in the corner. He knocks it down. And now it's looking a little bit more healthy for Indiana. 9-point deficit now. 9 points for Miles Turner. He was 3 for 16 in game 4. He's hit 3 of 4 from 3 in this game so far. Yeah. And I like the way that they're playing now. Siakam, like you saying, Jeff, he's driving more into the paint. Maybe not getting his shot, but he's at least swinging it out to the open man in the corner where they've been very successful across these playoffs by hitting those men in the corners after driving into the paint.
I mean, statistically, catching a ball and shooting from the perimeter is a lot harder than catching a ball coming out to you from the paint. Because if somebody's passing to you on the perimeter, you got to turn the catch, then turn back to the basket and get yourself square. It's just not an easy thing to do. Or it's a lot easier to just catch it if the ball's coming out to you from the paint. You already squared to the basket.
Yeah, I'm gonna have.
I would say on that comment,
on stream. I'm hungry.
It's not good.
That's so good though. Do your thing.
I would say on the MVP comment, I think with that they just need to be more specific about the criteria. I think a lot of times some people are like, this is the most valuable person to the team. And then sometimes this is the best player in the league. And then you got a lot of years where it's like, we just tired of voting for this person, so we're going to give it to somebody else.
Yep.
And it's just like...
It's the same across the board with like even defensive player of the year, because some years it was the guy with the best statistics, right? Most blocks, most steals, most this. Whereas sometimes it should be considered like what's the impact of them on the floor or off the floor, like defensively for their team. Like we don't have any clear criteria across the board for any of these awards, and so every single year it's just different. Like, so they need to change that. Give us some clear criteria, and then at least now it's very clear about who's going to be voted what. You know what I'm saying?
Or give everybody one vote, and then you got to tell me why you voted for this person. So if we disagree, we can just hear how stupid your reason for voting.
So you want them to do an essay when they vote?
Absolutely.
Trust,
or put them on, make it an ESPN show.
Yeah, trust. Make them announce it. You're the ones there, yeah. Like, how come in America, yeah? Look, the referees have to explain their decisions, yeah. For stuff on the court. They should be doing the same for these journalists that are voting for these MVPs. Why did you vote? I want to know.
Yeah.
What was your reasoning? Siakam drives to the rim. That's a timeout OKC.
Because back in the day, there was a lot of problems with getting the correct
what score
MVP
you got, Roland?
55-67. So it's a 12-point lead for OKC. It's
yeah.
right there.
I think if Indy keeps it like right here, they could definitely.
If they get it to single digits by the end of this quarter, OKC gonna have some hard work to do.
They've come out in this third quarter already. Like they've increased the pace. I feel like they're matching the physicality now. They understand that that we're not gonna get calls, so we just got to do what we need to do.
Chino in the chat turning on his team. Fair weather fans.
Fair weather fans indeed. And it's Chino, so we know.
Hilarious, man. Yeah, they like OKC have come down the floor. They've missed a few shots here and there. There was a little
that last turnover was crazy. Everybody's on the floor scrambling for the ball. That's what I like to see. I like to see that hustle.
Trust me. So yeah, man, like let's see what happens, man. Like I'm still, and the thing about it is the game is still open there for Tyrese Haliburton to at least, help his team take it over the top. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the one thing I love about basketball is that you can never count out the team's best player, because at some point they're gonna lock in, and then all of a sudden they go on a run where they're just unstoppable. It's like what happened with Shea in that final quarter of Game 4. Like he didn't have the greatest of games. But then he ends up scoring 14 of the last 15 points for OKC to win them the game. It's like this is why we look at the best players for being what they are. They are the best players in the world because they can do stuff like this at any given moment.
Where's your boy, Roland?
Hey,
Why doesn't he pull
hey,
up?
CM is asleep right now. He's asleep right now for sure. I'm sure he's gonna watch this game tomorrow or today in the morning, whenever. Like, and Exy just
I'm
saying that
surprised.
the
Why
ref.
he doesn't watch every game?
Oh yeah, he watches every game. I don't know if he's watching it right now. He might be, but I don't know if he wants to be here, man. He's too nervous, man. You know, like this is the first time he's seen his team like in this position. You know, the
Right.
ones there,
He's
like
an OKC
man,
fan.
yeah.
He is.
Oh yeah.
He don't want to be around none of us, yeah. Where like we're not even talking about the game, we're not concentrating. Look, he's there, locked in right now. So look, we need a game 7 though. Exidra, we
No,
need
they
a
gonna
game
play.
7.
They gonna play the extender.
Yeah, we need a game 7 regardless, fam. So we need a Pacers comeback in this one, and then OKC have to win on the road. Then game 7 back here.
Game 7. If this goes game 7, it's gonna be a bloodbath.
Can't wait.
I mean,
Can't
it's
wait.
gonna be a bloodbath. Or you gonna see who the league really want to win.
Yeah.
Because with Shea winning MVP, I could definitely see them wanting to like legitimize it with a Finals MVP and a championship.
Yeah. I can see that too.
Because the difference between winning and losing is so mad, yeah. Because like you look at the Suns in 2021, like they had a legit chance of winning that championship for the franchise there, yeah, and they didn't do it. And since then, they've just not been anywhere near it. Like it could be the same impact for the Pacers more than let's say OKC, because OKC's team is quite solidified. But if the Pacers don't get this done here, I don't know if they're gonna have another window of opportunity like this.
Well, I'll say this about the Pacers: they went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. They went to the finals this year. They're like a little bit ahead of schedule, but they're on the right trajectory that you see teams that eventually win be on. Like you don't really see a lot of teams just come out of nowhere and go to the finals for the first time and win it. Usually you got to have a couple tough playoff runs. You got to learn how to win in the playoffs. And the league has to, be behind you in some respects so you can get some home cooking, some favorable calls, and, it's all about entertainment.
All about that advertising money.
Yo,
Facts.
Big up to Lee. He's saying big up to the reckless delegates. Big up yourself, Lee. The Bradley Beal trade was tragic. Yeah, it was bad. Like I don't understand why you would even bother to go for that. Honestly, like
He stayed in Washington too long.
He did. But the Suns deciding to load up and bring him in alongside KD and Booker was crazy to me. Like hamstrung yourself now for the future, and now because there's no trade clause, he's stuck there. Unless he asks out, but we'll see. He said it's been shit basketball. Let's get this done in 6. No, man. 7 games. We need our entertainment, man. I need my money's worth, bro.
Come on. It depends on what
kind of basketball you like.
Well, you mean this is shit back, etc. Sometimes you be having the wildest takes, brethren.
Here's the Pacers now. Up the floor. Here's Siakam. There we go. Oh, turnover. Ooh.
Roland is so far ahead of me.
Tyrese, your team needs you, fam.
You keep saying that, Roland.
I'm telling you.
Hopefully he hears you.
I mean, he got fouled there on the play there, so he's going to the line.
You gotta say it like a white girl.
He still ain't scored, you know.
Hear you. Yeah.
Hey. He still ain't scored, you know. He's about to get his first 2 chances. I heard that. The way you slipped that one in there, I heard it. There's enough of them in there, bro. He should be fine.
It's different. So them ain't the kind he like.
The thing about it is, yeah, like the thing about it is, if he locks in, they are not that far away. It's only a
They're
12-point
not.
lead right
They
now.
really aren't.
Yeah.
Uriel saying that Tyrese is like Bruno. There's a chance he'll do something late and get praised and then get praised as a savior. I mean, I
can
mean,
say
I
that.
don't think that analogy is fair.
I don't think it's fair.
That's not a fair
Because,
analogy.
like, if we're talking about the Pacers are a really well constructed team,
They are.
right? As for Manchester United in Bruno's time, yeah, he's had himself a Pogba and a Cavani, but the rest of the players that we've seen at the club, I don't know. You can't tell me McTominay, Fred, and them man there were there for him, like, to win. I don't think so, bro. But anyway.
When it comes to Bruno, it's in console settings for me because hey, he's
Did
here.
he hit
He's our
both those free
captain.
throws, or is one of two?
I think he hit both.
I think he both. Caruso 3, and they miss Hartenstein, and it's a late whistle. That's a late whistle there, man. It's a foul because Hartenstein was being held after the rebound, but it's a late one, man.
Yeah. But Indy gotta stop arguing, and they gotta just play ball. Because this is the part where the referees start calling stuff. Because really,
Yeah, if you get annoying with like begging for calls,
the refs
they'll
be
go
like,
against you. They'll
"We'll
literally
show
go
you."
against you just because.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting though now because
And it's like it's no point in complaining about a foul on Hartenstein because he's not a good free throw shooter anyway. So it's like, you get tangled up playing down low. It is what it is. Yeah, 1 or 2. That's not that much damage. Get it back.
Ooh, it looks like OKC. It's gonna be interesting too. Is that another foul?
Ronald is like way ahead of us, Jeff. I don't know how.
He's like a few seconds ahead of me. I'm at 62.71.
And mind you, I'm watching this on league. I'm watching this on league.
Oh, that's not a foul. That's a terrible call.
Are you talking about the Jalen Williams one?
Yeah.
Yeah, just a reach in there, innit? But
he got
they
ball, and the ball comes out and goes off his body. You got to let them play. But he's getting that call because he's going to the basket aggressive every time.
Yeah.
The difference between them is when Indiana gets in the paint, they get down to the bottom of the key, and then they start dribbling backwards and pulling the ball out. And it's like, if you don't go aggressive towards the basket, you're not going to get foul calls. Like, they showed his shot chart, and it was all dunks except for 1 3. He's got like 19 points. So, to me, that says maybe he can start getting downhill.
Toppin 3. Ooh, he nearly had that. Could have been a back-to-back 3 there for Obi Toppin.
And it's like, we don't need Mathurin being the one going to the bucket. It needs to be Halliburton.
He's the only one that wants to aggressively go downhill, though.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. But it needs to be Halliburton.
Yeah. Like, he don't care. He's a bit of a mad guy, man. It's Jalen Williams. Scoop, layup and in.
What we say about people like Mathurin, he's a football player playing basketball. And I don't mean y'all football.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
The NFL.
Oh, wow. Offensive foul on TJ McConnell. I think Lou Dort sold that a bit though.
Nah, that's a moving screen. He's still moving when he hands the ball off. You gotta get set. I still like it though because you send a message. It's like we're not about to go out without no fight.
13-point game.
It's still there, man. It's still there. Big up man like Kenny saying, did I see the previous stream where Kenny crashed out and was being asked? I need to watch it. Watch it. Riri told me I'm gonna watch it.
Bro.
You need to watch that,
Madness.
and you need to watch AJ snoring on the main. Jeff, did you catch that one?
Yeah, no, I saw that clip. Y'all need to go back and watch Roland pledging his allegiances to certain organizations as well.
Oh yeah, that's the second game, right?
Mind you, there's some madness going on in the world right now. You already know what's happening, so you better make sure you stand on whatever side of history you want to stand by.
I hear it.
Hey,
I hear it, Roland. I hear it.
It's mad. I said Jeffrey looks like Ice Cube's son.
Oh
I think
yeah,
you've heard this. I think
I've
you heard this a few times.
I've been getting that my whole life. When I
I'm
used to
sure
live in
you
LA.
have. And now that he's like pickup size, like.
Oh yeah, when I used to live in LA, people used to like just like they used to think I was him, like double takes, and I'm just like Ice Cube would never be here. He wouldn't be at this grocery store right now. Like
you never know, bro.
Yeah, it's true, yo. You don't know it.
Nah, not where I used to live.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch this. Now you lot are saying this. I'm gonna watch this. I'll watch
Yo. If it wasn't for Jeff, KG would have lost that whole stream the other night.
Yeah, it was
shit. I had to leave to go do something, and that's when it all popped off. And KG's on the live. Riri, where you going?
He's like, I need you, Riri.
I need
come
you,
back.
Riri.
Yo, JJ said, yeah, it's only 2 points still by Tyrese Halliburton. He hasn't scored much.
Yeah.
I think he's helped his teammates get back into this game, but he still needs to now shoulder some of the scoring responsibility to help them get even closer down in this league.
Jeff, you see this narrative some people are trying to paint about the GOAT of the WNBA. I don't know why people are like, but I guess it's because what Roland said, because Asia is quiet, man. She's too quiet. Like she just goes about her business and like legit just puts up her numbers and keeps it. She's probably gonna be the MVP again this year. This is gonna be 3 years running.
It's gonna be her or Fee. But
I don't really watch Fee, you know.
She's a problem.
Who did she play for?
Minnesota.
Minnesota, okay.
Yeah.
The Lynx.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think with her, it's like, it's just, I wish people I wish the people who were talking about the WNBA were actually talking about basketball. Because if they were, we'd be talking about her more. We'd be talking about Fee more. We'd be talking about what the Atlanta Dream are doing because they've made some big strides. I think
you guys did a legit overhaul of that team.
Yeah, and I think Alicia Gray is taking a big jump this season.
Yeah, she did.
But if they want to make it all about Caitlin Clark, then it's gonna be what it is. And I think Asia is just like, I don't want to get involved in that. You got Angel Reese is like, I don't care. I beat her before, so I'll talk how I want to talk. But Asia's just like, I'm gonna just go about my business. I'm gonna keep racking up buckets.
I'm making my money.
Championships. I got a sneaker deal,
And there's people in the league wearing her sneakers too. So
oh yeah, they fire.
They keep missing. They keep missing OKC, opening the door for Indiana right now. It's only 9 points.
Yeah,
McConnell again. Oh, nice spin move for McConnell, and it's going down. The lead is coming down right now.
They started taking 3-pointers. That's what happened. They stopped driving.
They got comfortable.
Yeah, they stopped driving.
TJ McConnell has scored every single time he's gone downhill in the last three possessions.
Come on, that's an offensive foul. It's got to be.
It is. 4 on Jalen Williams now.
Yep, they out here raining threes.
Now it's getting tense. It's getting tense right now. It's only a 7-point lead.
I see when this happened, the team with the lead start getting tight.
Yeah, and their shots start not falling.
Because that's when you start getting nervous, because you don't know. Jeff, you've seen it with the Celtics, man. Over the years, when they couldn't get it done, that was what was happening. They were getting nervous. Their shots weren't falling, and they let the other team back in it. But I do think that they need to work on the pace of the game, though, because that's where the game is heading to right now. You know, the teams that are winning are the teams that are playing with pace, and like the Celtics, too much ISO ball, and it's just like we need to change that up a little bit, man.
Yeah. Oh, good drive by Toppin.
Yeah, it's only an 8-point lead for OKC's. Nervous times now for their fans. And there's Maparin, and it's a foul.
It's interesting. OKC running everything through Jalen Williams.
Hot hand, isn't it? Like, he's the one that's been scoring, to be fair.
SJA just came back on the court. He wasn't on the court.
Yeah, it's only an 8-point lead, man. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Indiana just got to keep it here to the end of the quarter.
TJ McConnell has been a guy in the last 4 or 5 minutes. He's going to shoot a 3 now. They let him shoot it, and it's a 3, and it's down. It's down to 6 points. TJ McConnell's been on fire.
TJ McConnell is like,
yo, he's like a buzzsaw, bro. Like, he's legit like a buzzsaw.
I've tried to fight so many guys like TJ McConnell in my pickup days in my life.
He's legit like a buzzsaw, bro. Like, legit like a buzzsaw.
Obi Toppin driving. Can he get something? He can. Soft touch there. This is tight right now.
Not Chet losing his shoe.
That's going to be a jump ball or something. Is that a jump ball? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, this is tight. Look at Chino. He says, I hate TJ McConnell.
Yeah. Getting tight over there, Chino, ain't it?
Trust me. For him, he's not loving this right now at all.
Nah, he's not.
McConnell is that guy. Mind you, yeah, Chino is hot because Miami have had a couple of chances to win this championship over the last 5 years, and he's hot because it's another East team that could potentially win this thing. He's hot right now, man.
Yeah. I mean, as a Miami fan, to be fair, like I was telling you earlier, Roland, like I wish Jimmy had that extra je ne sais quoi to push us over, bro. Like I really wish so, bro. Because you ain't wrong about that, bro. We had a couple of chances where we should have got a ring in like the last 5 years, bro. Like legit.
I hope that front office does some moves, man. They need
to do Pat something. Needs to go to an old folks home, bro.
Yo, Kelly, I'm a Celtics fan, bro. I'm a Celtics. Here's McConnell again. You can't get the layup to go.
Yo, Kenny, what time is it in Australia right now? Like what? Like 11 o'clock in the
Tomorrow.
morning?
Ooh, poked away by Miles Turner. Here's McConnell
Like 10:30
driving.
in the morning.
He's gonna go, and hey, McConnell's on fire right now. I feel like he scored all of the last 5 possessions.
He has. It's only Obi Toppin scored that 1 2-pointer.
Yo, this is crazy. 15 points off the bench is crazy, man. SJ getting a foul. Just to break up the momentum right now. This is tight right now. And the thing I like about it is that Indiana have adjusted to the physicality that OKC showed in the first part of the game.
Yes.
Because now they're being very aggressive and there's no calls now going in the favor of OKC. So now the guys are looking around like, yo, what's going on? I like it.
But you see how Indy start pushing the ball. You see how it's starting to cause OKC to not react accordingly.
It's the spark plug off the bench. McConnell comes off the bench.
As I was telling you though, if they let OKC put them in into their game, they're gonna lose. They gotta be able to play their own game. Like they gotta be able to run that ball end to end. Like and not get them settled, because once OKC settles, you're in trouble because they clamp that defense on you and you're not going nowhere.
Trust. It's very true. And this is without Tyrese Halliburton on the court right now.
Bro, I told you to take him off. You see, I told you. Put dude on the bench, bro, because he's not doing nothing. He's just taking up numbers.
Just. Into the final minute now, the third. Nemhard on SGA. Switch onto McConnell. Don't foul him, though. Ooh, that was smooth from Shea.
Caruso is another menace, bro. Like legit. I remember him from the Lakers in the bubble.
Oh, hey, McConnell's on fire right now. He got the M1. Hey. Yo.
I said I'm getting time. I'm making the most of my time.
Hey, he is cooking right now. 17 points.
He's like, coach, put me in, coach. Put me in.
17 points off the bench, and he's got the M1. Make it 18, fam. Hey, that's crazy, bro. What?
White on white crime right there.
Yo. He is moving crazy. Been a better second half than the Pacers. 100%. 100%. They're right in this game. And he makes it 18 points, man. Oh, they got a steal. McConnell is going to get a triple. Can he do it? Ooh, that could have been it, bro. Oh, shit.
Man, like a buzzsaw. I told you like a buzzsaw.
Chino said, nah, drug test him.
Chino said drug test.
It's like when they came to Pogba after the game.
Yeah,
he's like, again?
Again? Oh, this is hilarious, man.
Oh. But see, this is the kind of stuff that end up hurting you, where it's like McConnell been the driving force. Nembhard, we don't need you trying to make one-handed flash passes. Like, just stick to what we're doing right now.
It's an 8-point lead,
and like the shots that OKC has made have been high difficulty shots.
Yes.
And they complaining about fouls. So it's like they up, but like I said, if they get it below 10, it's gonna be a game. It's about to be a dogfight in the
fourth quarter. And Halliburton's rested like about 9 minutes.
Yeah, he's been on the bench for a minute right now. It's crazy right now. 9 point lead for OKC. The Pacers have gotten themselves right back in it, clawed down the 14-point halftime lead. What do you guys think is going to happen in this fourth quarter? Do you think it's going to be a similar situation that we've seen through most of these games?
I think so. I think so.
Yeah, one of these teams will pull it out of the bag towards the end.
McConnell has got to be on the court though. Like I ain't going front. OKC don't have an answer for him. He's the X factor right now. Like they don't got an answer for him. And sometimes you need that because the coach is drawing up plays that you've watched over the course of the last 24, 48 hours of players that you actually think you're going to be playing against. And he's not one of them. He's like...
He wasn't on the scouting report like that.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not.
He was not on the scouting report,
we've been prepared for TJ McConnell.
He's been torching them. When I tell you torching them, 18 points, are you crazy?
Yeah, legit.
What? Torching them. But yeah,
So when you get to the final exam and you was like, I didn't study this chapter.
Exactly. Exactly.
Hey,
exactly.
I've been in them kind of situations before, but you open that first page on the paper, you're like, what?
Yep, what? What?
This never came up.
We didn't do this in class.
Like this was on the beginning of the year.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some water.
No problem.
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna grab me some.
Cool. Yo, big up to everybody in the chat right now. Make sure you're hitting the like button and subscribe button as well if you're new on KG Records Sport Records NBA. We have the final quarter of this game 5. It's a close game. 9-point lead for OKC. Can they finish it off? Are they going to come out aggressive and go back to their game? Or are the Pacers going to turn this game around like they did in game 1 after a very long leading game from OKC? It's all to play for. Game 5 is going back to Indiana for game 6. So can the Indiana Pacers take this game on the road and go and clinch? Or is it all going to be OKC with an opportunity to clinch on the road? We'll see. We will see. He's been like this since the Philly days. Says Chino, big up to Chino. He's streaky as hell. The OKC defense has been shambolic. They need to sink some shots. If they start missing, oh boy. They already started missing, to be fair, a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same lot that are out there for the Pacers. TJ McConnell running offense right now. Siakam for 3. Ooh, in the corner. That's a great way to start this fourth for the Pacers. That was nice from SGA. Oh, it's a travel by TJ McConnell. Yeah, that's a travel.
Ooh, 6-point game. Well, I'm at 6 points. I don't know. 5 points actually.
Ooh. Yeah, it's a little bit more of a 10-point lead now. But yeah, quick timeout by Rick Carlisle. He's just trying to reset some things. I think it's time for Tyrese Halliburton to come back onto the court, to be honest with you.
SJ, why you calling for traveling when you got 2 traveling calls not called on you last game? Over there trying to sell people out.
Let's see, man. Because now Aaron Wiggins has hit a 3-pointer. That's now shaking everybody up for OKC. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, it's getting sticky right now. Let me see if I change where I'm watching this game, if I'm going to be caught up with Roland.
Hey, yo, Jeff, I didn't hear your opinion on this yet, but what do you think about KD's potential move away from the Phoenix? Where do you think he ends up landing, or what do you think would be a good landing spot for him?
Is he trying to win a championship? Like, cause I don't know. I don't know. Cause it's like any place where he would go where he could actually win, they're not gonna give up. Like, is he leaving as a free agent?
No, I don't think so.
He's got a year left.
And is he trying? And is he trying to get paid, or is he taking a pay cut? Cause
I don't know.
Is he that guy that's
somewhere expecting the max?
I don't know, like, because
not from what I've seen.
This is what I was saying. Like, I was looking at it as like he might as well go down the Kawhi Leonard route, right? Go to a team for a year on an expiring, and see what you can do with that. You know what I'm saying? And then at that point, the teams can decide what they want to do.
You know what? Somebody asked if I would take him on the Celtics, and honestly, if we got rid of Kristaps Porzingis and put KD in that role, I could see it working. Especially now where we're going to need more
coming off the bench.
I mean, starting coming off the bench, I just he's more reliable and more consistent than Kristaps. I don't see him, getting to the playoffs and just losing his jumper in Madison Square Garden for no reason. So I wouldn't hate
that. I feel like you said that like Kristaps sold out because he came from the Garden. I feel like you're going down that line.
I think he really was sick. He was really sick. He was really sick. He was sick for real. But I ain't never seen no sickness affect the jumper before. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, man, I don't know where he goes because, like, whatever team is gonna bring him in, they're gonna have to give up something for the Phoenix Suns. It's got to be an attractive package for the Phoenix Suns, and then for KD, he wants to win. So I don't know how you marry the two, to be honest with you, because if if you're giving up a lot as a contender,
when you look at the trade, like when you look at what Memphis just got for Desmond Bane, if I'm Phoenix, I'm like, I need way more than that for Kevin Durant. Otherwise, he can stay here, keep selling jerseys, keep making money for our franchise, even though we ain't gonna win, and we'll call it a day.
I'm more surprised that the Phoenix Suns didn't think, why don't we go and in a different direction and move up of Booker? That's what I thought would happen, to be honest with you, because he's supposed to be the leader of the franchise. He has failed the team in a lot of aspects over the last couple of years. If we're being really honest, that's how I feel.
Yeah, I think he has had. I think he's had a lot put on his plate. he's another one that like I think he got the crown early. Like he scored the 80 points or whatever when he was young, and it's just he ain't really learned how to play basketball. He learned how to score. He's had a lot of turnover, a lot of coaches, a lot of like the organization as a whole has been in turmoil and went through a sale. Anytime a franchise is sold and goes through like an ownership change, it's just gonna be a lot going on there. So I feel like yeah, you can move him as long as he understands like he needs to go somewhere and be like a second banana. Like if you can move him to like Indy, like get rid of I would trade like a Miles Turner and a Nimhard or something like that for Devin Booker to give that team more offensive firepower because like what we talking about right now, Tyrese got to step it up, but the reason we're saying that is because all those other guys outside of Siakam need Halliburton to be playing well in order for them to get their looks. But when he's not playing well, we can play one-on-one. We can play one-on-one defense.
Yeah.
And we can collapse the paint every time Halliburton drives because I'm not worried about y'all making y'all shots. You can't collapse that way if he's kicking it to Booker versus kicking it to Nimhard or Mathurin. We could throw all them in for a trade for Booker if we want to.
It's true.
Because we could pick up some guys and draft some guys that's going to do what those guys do for us.
I don't know what just happened, bro.
You disappeared.
My laptop just was like, I'm done working for the day. It's late.
Yo.
Oh, now my partner just said it's all the Wi-Fi.
He said we're in Pacers territory right now. Will OKC crack under the pressure? It's not looking like that so far. That OKC are challenging the call out of bounds off of I think Chet. I think they're going to win this. To be honest, it's going to get overturned.
Yeah, it's going to get overturned. You can see how fast Siakam was trying to get the ball in bounds. That's how you know.
That's how you know. That's how you know. Yeah, it's true.
It's like in NFL, they be trying to get to the line and snap the ball real quick before the
It's the same in football, man. When you know the ball ain't yours, everybody's pointing like yo, it's my ball, it's my ball. You know,
for sure.
Come on, this shouldn't be too long of a review, man. We know it's gonna be an OKC ball. Yeah.
They got to pay the bills, brother.
I'm telling you, man. That's the only thing I hate about watching American sports, man. Too many adverts, ad breaks. I need to just the action is enough. All right. Let's go. 8-point lead for OKC. And they turn the ball over in the inbound. And Siakam to the bucket. 6-point lead.
Yeah, I might have to watch this on my phone now because my TV went down too. And I'm not getting up to check this right now.
Chino already trading players away from OKC and they ain't even lost shit.
Oh, Chino is a fair weather fan, bro. Like legit a fair weather fan. Now you trading Chet. Chet's been playing really good. What are you talking about?
That's a bailout call. That's a terrible call.
Yo, man, like watch it. What you saying, bro?
I'm all good, broski. How are you?
What I mean?
Yeah.
JP, what's good, man?
You took a nap?
No, I prayed and then I've just been working.
Oh.
Calm.
I thought did you ask for forgiveness?
I've got nothing to ask for forgiveness for.
For being a shit starter? Like
I didn't start. What I said was factually correct.
I'm messing with you, bro. You know I'm messing with you.
I know, sis. I know.
Y'all left Joe speechless. I don't think I've ever seen Joe speechless on a show, bro.
No. JJ left Joe speechless. That comment was
Oh
wild.
my god.
I thought I was bad. That was some other shit.
Nah, that was next level. JJ took it to the next level.
Oh, Shea. Oh, good block by
Mm.
Siakam. Oh, that was a block by Siakam there on Shea.
So Wajid, when you work this late, like it's for companies that are on different time zones, or
So I'm currently working on Australian time zone,
oh, okay.
and then I'll work till about 1 a.m. normally.
Okay. Gotcha.
You think it's kind of mad that the ref held onto the ball to give OKC time to challenge the call if they wanted? See, that these are the type of things I don't like when I see
The
I
extenders. These are the extenders.
I be seeing these little things happen a lot.
These are the extenders.
Hey, this game is tight right now, man. It's gonna
Yep,
be it could be down to a
Siakam.
4-point game.
What time are you at, Roland?
It's the time has gone off there, but I think it's like 9 minutes 19. 9:19.
Oh, that block by Siakam was great.
It was good.
I just got up back my feed on my phone. Because now I gotta watch this on my phone data. Because I don't know what's going on with my network in this house.
4-point game. 4-point game.
It'll be crushing for the Thunder if they lose it from like what did they have a 20-point lead at one point in the second?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think this is the reverse from Friday night, to be fair.
Look at Chino. Chino said I'm going to sleep.
Chino, that on top of that, Jamaica's down 1-0, bro. What's going on?
Oh no.
That's why he's going to sleep. It's not this game.
He said,
I mean-
OKCIs win when I'm asleep.
I mean, Jamaica, for like as long as I don't even know, man. This it's been peak over there for a minute, fam. For the national team.
Sorry.
That's all good.
Now you good.
Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can get
What is that?
screen going.
Oh, it's called Iron Brew. It's like it's like a UK drink. I don't think you have it in the States.
It's like fizzy pop or like
Yeah, it's like an alternative to Coke, Pepsi.
I try to stay away from soda as much as possible. I do the salsa water
And it's another foul.
just to get the fizz.
I can't do it. I don't drink tea coffee. This is my tea coffee.
Oh God.
Hey, Chino, stop this, bro. I know we're not going to AFCON. This is why I'm living life, bro, stress free. we're going to the World Cup though in America. We're gonna be there.
That is true. It's Nigeria that's not going to be there.
Yeah, we'll be there in the World Cup. Even though I was like, we don't need to be there. But AFCON is fine. I'm cool. I've had enough AFCON heartbreaks, man.
Nah, bro. Y'all made this man get the rebound. Box out, brethren.
Man, like Tyrese. Now it's your time to take over, fam. It's only 5-point lead. You can help them.
What happened to the box out?
Nemhard, corner 3, miss. Siakam rebound. Ooh, Siakam with the triple. It's a 2-point game.
It's tight in there.
You can feel the nerves in the stadium.
Yep.
Jeez.
Yo,
Ooh,
vibes.
and that rolls off.
Yeah, for the snow, it's crazy. In the middle
Yo,
of the summer.
vibes.
That's, ooh, Jalen Williams is on fire.
Why did Vibes been keeping it alive for you, bro? Like he legit.
That's my brother. That's my brother right there.
Oh man.
Oh, turnover. Kayson Wallace. And he goes to the rim. And that's a timeout Indiana.
They need McConnell back in there.
Yeah.
Halliburton ain't doing that.
I told you that he should have just sat on the bench, bro.
He not even on the same page with everybody else.
Yeah, that's
But
another turnover.
but when Adam Silver's handing out the MVP trophy, he'll be front and center. He'll be walking to that MVP.
He said,
If they win this thing, he's not the MVP of this. It's Pascal Siakam. If they win this thing. And you're talking about that's the
Yo,
juice
that
sucking
video was
That's the
hilarious
juice
when I
sucking
saw it, bro.
It's diabolical.
Hilarious.
Oh man. If they win these finals, it's gonna be a Siakam's finals MVP 100%. It has to be.
Nah,
It has to be.
Siakam's been playing. He's been playing really good.
I mean, what's that? 12 points in this quarter, I think, for Siakam.
Watch it come out after this game. They're gonna say he has an injury.
Yeah.
Hey, if you out there, I don't want to hear injury stuff.
Yeah, trust. It's game 5, man. Like,
bro, again the other day they showed that comparison between Kobe and and Yawboy with the
Tatum
with the tear. Yo, Kobe was a different breed, bro. Like legit a different breed, bro. Like hands down, man. That man, I don't know.
As much as I
bro.
hated him, I respected him.
Yeah, that man, bro. Like when he got that tear, you didn't even like. I don't think people knew. The people in the stadium knew he had a tear. That man walked to the free throw line, shot the free throws, and then walked off the court, bro. I was like, that's crazy. And then they switched to Tatum going around, just like going around in circles on the court.
Xavier saying that's a game-losing turnover.
It's too early to say. It's too early to say that.
It's only a 7-point game.
Especially with the way the Pacers have played all playoffs.
It's being intentional though. That's the whole point. Like they're driving, yeah, and then it's like the only person I've seen be intentional driving into the paint is TJ McConnell.
Bro, he's got to come back on, bro. Like legit. Put Halliburton on the bench.
I mean, the biggest difference, the points of turnovers, like Indiana only got 9 points off turnovers. OKC got 24.
Yeah, that's a foul. I don't know why they. The thing about it, yeah, you know these easy foul calls. Yeah, I don't know why the fans complain. It's like it's clearly a foul, fam. I wonder. They said that
the ref think the next time.
They said that Indiana are gonna pay Miles Turner because obviously he's heading into free agency at the end of the season. They're looking to really pay him. But do you think he'll stay or he'll go somewhere else after this run, depending on what happens?
Can't nobody pay him when Indiana can pay him. So he'd be a fool not to sign that contract, even if he ended up getting traded later. But if somebody else is going to come in for him, they would have tried to get him at the trade deadline. I know everybody wanted, a lot of Laker fans wanted the Lakers to try to pick him up, but you know, he kind of is what he is.
I never heard about him before this playoffs.
Lou Dort?
Turner.
Turner.
Another foul. Is that Lou Dort?
Is OKC in the bonus? Or is Indiana in the bonus?
No, neither team are. But
neither in the team. But I think OKC only got like one foul to give.
Yeah, they only got a foul to give. Hey, nah, Vibe said Halliburton fumbling after recent events is a coincidence. Yo, them rainbow threes from Dort is crazy. Do you see the hang time on the last one? That was crazy.
For some reason, I'm still behind Roland.
I'm at 6:45.
Yeah, I'm at the point where Chet fouled Turner.
Doris says I'm at that same point as well.
The fact that Halliburton has not pushed the issue is troubling to me.
That Chet grabbed his whole T-shirt, and then when the ref called the call, he's like,
and it's a foul and one. SGA.
Silly foul to give.
Silly turnover. Like they got people who don't make plays trying to make plays.
Yeah, but it's desperation, isn't it? It's literally the swing point of the finals. I understand why. Pressure does stupid things to people, doesn't it?
But this is the way that they play. They do share offense with the Pacers.
Halliburton's only got 4 points. He's
Yo,
0 for 7. He's 0 for 7.
That though, if you're gonna foul that man, foul him properly so he don't make the 2 points. Like
that's it.
I'm getting a flagrant 2.
Come on, man. Exactly. Like, come on,
I'm coming
man.
like
if you gonna foul him so he doesn't make the 2 and he gotta go to the line and make the 2.
You
foul him, he
you've got to do
and goes to the line, bro.
You've got to do the CP3 one that he tried to do on Giannis, where he tried to like literally push him off the planet. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, now they throwing the game away.
Yep.
Yeah, the game could be gone.
And the problem is they looking at their leader, and their leader ain't nowhere to be found. He ain't doing nothing. And so it's like you looking around and you like, bruh, we did all this to fight and get the game back close without you, and then you come on the floor and you playing like trash.
Nah, he needs to come off and put back McCollum back.
Oh, here go Chino wide awake now. Come on, brother. That's not good for your brain to be going in and out of sleep like that.
He's awake. So it was too early. What did he said? He told you, fam.
There's 4 points in the game. When he said OKC'd killed the game, even though there was like 4 points in it.
J-Dub is tough, man. How many points is that now? 30?
31, I believe. Yeah, 31 or 32.
I still think he needs to put Halliburton on the bench.
Yeah.
He's not going to do
anything. He's already had, in the last 2 minutes, he's had like 3 turnovers.
Yeah, ain't enough milk in the world to bring this back now. Just got to go sit down, brother.
See, the thing is, I can't say that just because of what the Pacers have done all playoffs. That's the issue. If it gets to 1 minute, it's 10 points, then yeah, fair enough. Vibes. Watch the stream from this morning. You'll understand why. He said assuming Kanye yapped again. It's from this morning.
I didn't watch the whole stream. I got caught up with work today, so I started it and then I didn't finish it.
You just watch the last 20 minutes and I'll explain everything.
Okay, no problem. I will.
Oh my gosh, that's a terrible call, ref. Now the refs just want this one to get over.
They want to go home.
Yeah, they done. The refs are done with this game.
And then we have Scott Foster. Game 6 extender. Take it to Game 7. I love it. That's what we need.
I don't know if they're gonna bust Scott Foster out next game. It's another ref. Hold on, I gotta look him up. Tony Brothers.
No,
that's my prediction for the next game. Tony Brothers.
Excedra, the next game is in Indiana.
Yeah,
the Black Extendo.
Yeah. Tony Brothers.
Even Chino is laughing in the chat.
Tony Brothers coming through is hilarious. Oh man. Yeah, this game is looking over, man.
Tony
OKC.
Brothers, see, because the thing about Tony Brothers, OKC, Tony Brothers don't like when people be complaining to him all game.
Yeah, he don't. He's not gonna like them. He's not gonna like them SGA. He's not gonna like them SGA complaining, wanting them superstar calls, bro.
Yo, Adam Silver, let me know if you need me to write the script for next
Again,
season.
Again, this man turn over the ball, bro. He got to sit down, like legit.
Facts. I mean, it's like it's 5 minutes left,
bro. Like, come on, man. Don't leave him out there like Rashford, dying.
That's the comparison.
Wait.
I know that's the comparison.
Wait. What were we saying?
You and I.
That's
we don't
comparison.
wait. We don't. Hey, we don't like Rashford here.
No, I didn't say I don't like.
I'm not English, so I don't have no England ties to Rashford.
I didn't say I don't like him. I'm just saying. If you're failing, you got to sit down. You can't just be out there doing nothing. Nothing. Giving the opposition everything. Nah. Sit down, bro. Go sit on the bench.
Not working hard, and then some other people working hard.
Yeah, exactly. And then you come on, and then you get the ball and do some crack shit, and then
jogging back
goes and scores. Watch him come down the court again and turn this ball over again.
Ooh, that was a pass, though.
Now, Siakam is playing his butt off, bro. Like, legit playing his butt off. It's unfortunate. Watch, and the camera pans to McConnell, and McConnell's sitting on the bench. Yo, the narrative writes itself, bro. Like, legit.
The thing that annoys me is that, like, oh, yeah, that's it. That's game over. That's the dagger 3, man. Lou Dort.
Yeah.
I couldn't play for Indiana because it would be reports of scuffle in the locker room after this game.
Him up.
Wait, Jeffrey Taylor and Tyrese Halliburton had to be pulled apart by teammates.
Nah, do you remember a few years ago, when PJ Tucker was on the bench screaming at Paul Reed?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that? Hey, that was hilarious. It was during a playoff game as well. Oh, this game is done. Jalen Williams. Oh, he can't finish.
Oof. Yeah, when Mother start hitting the Jordan turnaround fadeaway, it's a wrap.
They did all that work in the third quarter just for Halliburton to do what he did today.
To blow it up.
Mad.
To blow it up.
Literally.
Okay, see, was SEAL Team 6.
Forget that. TJ McConnell did all that work in the third quarter for them to be where they are right now. Come on, man. It's peak.
Nah, he should sit down. Bring on McConnell, man.
It's too late for that. It's too late for that now.
I know it's too late, but let the man get some run, bro. Like, he brought you back in the third quarter, and then you benched the man for the entire fourth. Come on, man.
So it's like this, right? You know, when this is a signature game for Jalen Williams in his young career, and it's things like this is what because he's done this, is probably leaning in their favor that they're going to win this championship. Because it's moments like this through a playoff run where players can do something and it changes the direction of everything. For him to come out tonight.
What season is he in the league?
This is year 2, I think.
Year 2?
Yeah.
Where'd he come from? What college?
Oh, I don't know. Let me see. Don't know what college he came from.
Let me Google it.
Chino once, he said, OKC, hear me out. Bam and Tyler Hero for J-Dub and 3 first-round picks.
Nah, Chino. Now you're bugging.
Is he? Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, he's in year 3. He's not a rookie. He wasn't a rookie last year. It's year 3 now.
Oh, Santa Clara Broncos? That's the high school. So you didn't go to college?
Maybe he went. Maybe he went to like the G League or something.
Probably he didn't go to college because he joined.
Hypothetical. Halliburton goes off in game 6 and 7, and Pacers win all. Does that make Hallie or Siakam MVP? Siakam, because Siakam's been
Siakam.
consistent.
Still Siakam.
Yeah. Because it's
Unless he drops like 40.
Yeah,
nah, because
that's what I was gonna say. Halliburton needs to drop a 30 piece in each of those games for it to be.
yeah, but also Siakam's got to do what Halliburton's done for the last 2 games for tonight, which is like a 0.3 rebounds and stuff. It's like Siakam can't be your number 2 in both those games though.
Yeah. They got to share
It's
that
like
responsibility.
it's like JT last year where he thought he'd won the MVP after in the wrap up game, even though Jaylen Brown had been the best player of the series. It's all right though. He'll be back next year. Oh wait, no mind.
Playoffs.
What in 2027?
Nah.
Y'all really think he's gonna make the playoffs next year?
It's JT, man. That guy's a monster, man. Like
A
he's
monster
actually-
what?
How long?
Iron Man.
How long did it take for Kobe to come back?
Not
He's Iron Man.
And Tatum gonna put himself on the same schedule because he wants to do everything like Kobe.
What?
Tatum's Iron Man,
What,
you know.
bro?
Tatum has been in this league, yeah. and
Tatum
played through
is
mad
no
injuries.
Kobe, bro. I'm going to tell you that right now. Tatum.
I
is
agree
no
with you.
Kobe.
I think
No, but
No
mind
Kobe,
you, I've seen him. He's already in the practice facility already, though. That's the thing. I've seen him in the Celtics practice facility already.
Doing what? Sitting?
Nah, he's getting back at it, man. I'm telling you.
Sis, you know the trophy with the Larry O'Brien, because it's going away this year. You know the Kobe post. That's what he's been doing with his boot on. He's that big.
Hey, even I've seen Jaylen Brown. Yeah, Jaylen Brown had his surgery on his knee. Yeah, the guy's gonna be doing some kind of scientific kind of training way to try and get himself back ready, man, for the season to start, man. I'm telling you.
Kobe tore his Achilles in April, and he was back playing in December.
I know.
I think JTB could be back by All-Star
Jeff.
break. I think so.
Jeff.
Yeah.
I know you a Celtics fan, bro. I get it. But you know that ain't happening, brethren.
I don't know if it's happened. I think Tatum thinks it's happening. And so I'm not one to doubt another brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to tear the black man down. No matter how light skinned he is.
You backing up. You backing
No
up.
matter how light skin he is crazy.
Crazy, bro. Nah,
I think he needs to let the Kobe stuff go. He got to let the Kobe, enough.
What? Like trying to
should he do the KG stuff instead? The whole iconic everything is possible. Should he shout "We did it" like a dickhead instead?
Nah. He should just win another championship and then yell whatever he wants to win. Yeah, whatever he wants to yell.
God, you gotta give it the mic, and your first thing is.
I mean, the funny thing is, KG messed his up too, because he was supposed to say nothing is impossible, because that was Adidas's whole slogan, and he was sponsored by Adidas. So that whole run, they had like "impossible is nothing" commercials.
Nothing. Yeah.
And then when he won, he was just like, "Anything is possible." Yeah, Chino. That's why people are really mad. Put that comment up, Roland.
They mad. They mad because you got LMA. That's it. Everybody's mad because you got LMA, man.
I don't even know who that is.
I mean, I don't rate her like that anyway. So
you don't need to know. It's LMA.
But I don't even know
you don't
who that
watch
is.
it, a lot of brothers do.
No. A lot of JT, JP. I know, fam. I know. Listen, you ain't gonna tell me.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now. When Kobe took Brandy to prom, that was it for me. He was on my list His whole career. I never rooted for that man one time. Had the nerve to show up on Moesha.
It's LMA. What we doing, man?
By the way, that decision by Brandy, it turned really good for her in the end.
Yeah, Brandy. I don't know, bro. She's had a mad life, bro.
She was my everything when I was growing up.
Is she an English singer?
LMA, she's British.
She's British?
Yeah. She's had. I'm surprised she's had a couple of. She had a couple of big hits, you know.
I probably know the song. I probably don't.
You know, Booed Up. You know, Booed Up.
Oh yeah, that's her.
Yeah,
that's her.
Oh, see. Listen, anything my daughter listens to, I do not listen to. That's my rule. And that's kind of like her age range because she's 16. So
okay, I feel that.
That's their music. I'll hear it in the house, but I will not. It's not on my Spotify. Let's put it that way.
Tyrese better go into the hyperbolic time chamber right now, fam, so that he can get himself healed up for this game, you know, because there's no way you cannot survive a 4-point game and think you're gonna come out and give us nothing less than 35.
Stephen A. Smith finna go crazy tomorrow. Stephen A. Smith.
We need 35, bro. Tomorrow. I need a game 7. We ain't ending it here.
He'll be on Snow Mine. Don't worry about it.
Brother, he needs to go with the White Walkers.
Yeah, Indiana. Now, what Indiana needs to do?
Not the White Walkers.
He needs to go with the White Walkers. Yeah.
All them old Pacers they be putting courtside.
Yeah.
Put them in a box.
I don't want to see no jerseys tucked. I don't want to see no hoodies and jerseys tucked on the sideline, bro. No beepers, nothing. Get them out of it.
All milk in the first 3 rows.
We need the White Walkers, brother. Put them on the court side, bro.
He needs shooting lessons from the actual. He needs shooting lessons from the actual Taliban for the next game. That's what he needs.
I don't want to see Reggie. I don't want to see
Roland,
Reggie Miller.
You trying to say like father, like son, Roland? That's what you're trying to say?
I mean, the father is the OG White Walker, bro. He is.
Ooh.
I don't want to see Reggie Miller there with no jerseys tucked, hoodie tucked into his jeans. Nah, send him away.
Yeah,
because that's the reason why you lost.
It's big.
That's bigger than this.
I don't want to see no beepers and none. Nah, man, we're not doing this anymore.
Dale Davis, Antonio Davis, Jalen Rose. Y'all just gotta understand.
Get out.
These tickets. We flying them in.
I forgot Jalen Rose.
We're bringing them in. Hey, what a night for OKC, though. What a night for OKC, man. Jalen Williams.
They're saying when he fell. Remember when he fell in that first quarter?
Yeah.
He hurt something. That's what they're saying.
Career playoff high for Jalen Williams.
Nah, them high yellow boys, when they fall down and hurt themselves, they don't react well.
Yo, people, big up yourself, man. It's been a lit stream.
That was slick. Roland missed that one.
OKC.
Roland missed that one, but I heard it.
Oh, I heard it.
You gonna see. Let me see. When did he get hurt? In May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February.
We're good.
We're good.
After the All-Star break.
I'm gonna remember. Wajid, we gonna remember this conversation, right, brethren? We gonna remember.
I'll be here. I'll be here in February. I'll be here.
After the All-Star break.
We're good. Hey.
Change the number to 8.
I'm back.
Roland, big up yourself, man.
Yo.
Thank you for holding us down tonight.
Come on.
As always, man. As always.
Big up, man. It was an actual basketball stream tonight.
Yeah, I tried to keep everybody on track. I tried to keep everybody on track for real, for real. Yo,
I mean, it does
playoffs
help.
are-
It does help that Peter and I weren't on the stream as well.
And no top fives.
And no top five. No top five.
Yo, I need to watch that stream back. Yo, big up to everybody. Jalen Williams, career player 5, 40 points. OKC win game 5. Game 6 is, I think, on Friday.
It's
Thursday,
Friday.
America.
It's Friday morning. It's Friday morning in the UK. 1:30 in America. It's 8:30 Thursday night.
Thursday night. So big up to everybody who has been tuned in to KG's Reckless Sport.
That's Juneteenth here. So, and I'm going to a Liberty game.
Oh,
We catch you guys.
That's gonna be lit, though.
I'll probably catch you guys after the game.
oh, that means Tyrese Halliburton's got to bring in the Super Saiyan white women. He's got to bring in Body Blue. Body Blue's the only person that can save us to Game 7.
The only thing that's taking us to Game 7.
Jeff, do you guys get that holiday down there?
I get it because I work for black people. So I don't know about everybody else.
Subscribe to Pro Only Sports. I don't know why this brother never shouts his own show out ever. Subscribe to Pro Only Sports.
Go over there and support.
Yes. Make sure you're doing that, but make sure you're also hitting the like button here over on KG's Reckless Sport. Hit the subscribe button as well if you're new.
We will be back Thursday night.
We're out, people. Peace.
Drop a bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Look at that.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy.
You're too lucky.
Bro, none can compare with the KG done. Better take cover when he drops that. Going on reckless, trust it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
I said drop a bomb, Dad.